program appreciates your recommendation.
I fucking hate Facebook cunts. Hard cut to the music. Welcome back to the Rogue Room. It is 2022, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. And anyone who falls outside of any of those, if you're here. How you doing? People and or things. Welcome to the Rogue Room. Sorry things aren't exactly as they used to be. I'm getting rid of shit. How's it hanging, folks? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. My name is the indomitable Abigail Beck. And we're back. We don't know exactly what we're doing yet, but we're back. So you should be happy about that. In fact, you should probably be overjoyed. I dare say you missed me quite a lot. Am I right? I'm pretty sure I'm right. So, just live somewhere less flammable than Australia. I know, I wish. Well, no, I mean, Australia is pretty good. I just wish... Oh, fuck, hello.
Thank you for continuing your membership.
Oh, that's way too loud. Hang on.
Less than 3.
Less than 3. Fox
Thank
and
you
Ziwa.
for continuing your membership. Lurky time so I can get some rest.
Get
Sad
some rest,
face,
babe.
I love you.
Can we get some love in chat for Ziwa? Ziwa's not feeling 100%, okay? Everyone spam love hearts or something. I don't know. Hang on. How do I do a chant again? I haven't used Twitch in like ages. Oh, hello. Abigail Bear. You were Lauren Vision but decided Lauren didn't suit me anymore. Well, how are you doing? Just spam love hearts. Whatever love hearts you've got. If you've got this one. It didn't work. Transgender pride. That's not the one. Trans love. There we go. How's everyone been? How's it hanging? What have you been up to? I've been all over the place. Cause stuff's happening. Stuff is happening. I am in the midst of a massive declutter moment. I have decided I have too much stuff, and thus I am aiming to get rid of like 90% of it. I have too many things. Right? I want to get rid of them. So, yeah. And in the process... Oh, a hype train is close. Okay, someone gift a sub now. Do it. Someone gift me a sub now because I need money. Does that include plushies? I'm not 100% on the plushies yet. Also, my emotionally exhausted blanket is somewhere. It's missing amidst like tidying everything up, and my bed hasn't actually been made properly for ages. I've folded it, I put it away somewhere, and I've just lost the emotionally exhausted throw blanket thing. So I don't know where that is. Did I get new lights? The only new light is the strip lights on the back of the day bed there. So had to replace it because the old one just fucking died. Stopped working. Because it was cheap Kmart rubbish. Hi, I'm Thing. We're doing things. Can you have the Legos? Probably not, actually. Of the things I'm getting rid of, the Lego X-Wing, which we only just made. Me and Ziwa made that. We're keeping that. We're keeping Lego. But yeah, like most of the... You'll notice a bunch of the stuff on this shelf is gone. You hope to be subbed for another 2 years. I hope so too, Fox. By the way, thank you both for the tier 2s. I've gotten rid of most of that. There's still more stuff. I've also got up the top there that Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition thing. I bought that for some stupid fuck off reason, and I want to get rid of it. I didn't like Fallout 4, and the Pip-Boy was honestly a ripoff. You somehow feel cleaner and fresher after a clear out. Yeah, I've gotten into this headspace where like I look around my house and I'm just like, that's garbage, that's rubbish, that's trash, that's just taking up space. And I'm like, I need most of it gone. I need to declutter so bad. Or I worry I'm going to turn into my dad. Like he keeps, if you go into his garage, he's just got a wall full of various product boxes and things and shoes and like, I just got so fucking much shit, and I don't want to turn into my mother or my father who just hoard shit. You know, I want to have less things to worry about. Gonna go back to bed, radio, Abigail. Fallout 3 is better than Fallout 4? I wouldn't know. I haven't played enough of either of them. I got to a point where I was just like, I want to play through the main story of Fallout 3 just so I can say I've played Fallout 3. So I started rushing the main storyline. And then I just, like, because I was rushing the main storyline and not taking things at probably the right pace for the game, I started to lose interest in it and I never finished it. So it's like, I don't think Fallout is for me, honestly. I've tried several times Fallout 3, 4, Fallout New Vegas. I am not trying Fallout 76. Don't even try me. I'm not doing it. I have no interest in the gameplay style of the original games. So I don't think Fallout is a franchise that's ever going to stick with me. Honestly, the only reason I bought Fallout 4 was because I saw the way the power armor worked as like a mech suit thing. And I'm like, this is badass. And then I played around with it for a bit and it was actually pretty mediocre. So like, and you just get power armor right away. Fallout Shelter. Actually, I did play a bit of that and that was probably the most fun I've had with a Fallout game. Most fun you had in Fallout 4 was running your own town. I won't lie, that was pretty amusing. Like, the way they did the base building and all that kind of thing was interesting enough. However, it was missing a lot of elements that other games have done better. You know what I mean? Like, I know what they were going for with the village settlement sort of dealio, but other games have done that better, and Fallout 4 is like, it's like a tacked on DLC almost. Wait, so Skyrim had that Hearthfire DLC where you could make your own house, right? And it was the same kind of deal, except significantly more simple. It doesn't look like I put in any effort. Doesn't look like I put any effort. You didn't finish your sentence. Anyway, they need to release a survival-based Fallout where it's actually based around that. I mean, if they do it correctly, yeah. And I feel like they tried to emulate some of that with Fallout 76, but there is survival mode. But the problem with the what? Mods, yeah. Let's just say, for example, Skyrim, right, has the option to play a survival mode. And Fallout 4 has the same option, I think. The issue is both of those games are narrative driven, right? So you have to go from point A to point B, and yeah, you can incorporate survival elements into that. But again, like with the base building, it just feels like a tacked on thing that wasn't considered with the whole when they were designing the game. So if you wanted to build a survival open world game that also has narrative elements, you need to figure out a way to incorporate that in such a way that it doesn't just feel like a nonsense addition. Like, does that make sense? I've played a bunch of open world games where they'll add on a survival mode. Oh, you need to eat and drink and sleep and all of this. And it doesn't work unless it's built into the game from the start. Does that make... You understand? Have to be designed with a subjugation core aesthetic, not a narrative core aesthetic. Yeah. I think it could work. I think there's potential for it. I just don't think it's been done well yet in an open world game. Cheese it, the mods are here. Don't leave. I want viewers. Viewers means people can see me. Are you okay? Survival was a gimmick of its time, largely because Minecraft, yeah. And even Minecraft has very, very basic survival elements. The Minecraft survival elements are not all that in depth, honestly. It'd be tricky to... I mean, I'm not an expert of the survival genre, quite frankly. I think there are some games that do it well, like What was it? No. Don't Starve, yeah. Don't Starve. I played a bit of Don't Starve with... Don't Starve together with... the awesome person whose name escapes me. I streamed it with her. Pardon? Not Jasmine. No. I can't think of her. Loot Demon. Kit. We played that together for a bit, which was quite fun. But it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. You'd have to have a certain mindset with the game you're playing to be like, okay, the objective, survive as long as possible, but then
I need more of an objective than that.
you need more of an objective than that. And eventually, like, you know, you die, you lose all your progress, you start over again. You have to be a certain type of gamer to be like hooked into that, I think. You're not going to run the mod. You can be a mod, Looper. You could just ask. Like,
It has.
does Dwarf Fortress count as survival? It tracks individual organs, diseases, etc. of the dwarfs. I've heard good things. I haven't played it. You want to be a mod? I know, being a Twitch mod is cringe. Why would you want to be a Twitch mod? Ew, gross. You like survival stuff more in games like Frostpunk? I've heard good things of Frostpunk. Modding equals job. I'm not going to pay you. Don't expect payment. I'm cringe. Can I be mod? Yeah, I could just literally... There you go. Did that work? I don't see any... Did it work?
It updates with a new message.
Oh, okay. Try sending a new message. Because I don't, I didn't see a little thing come up in chat that says such and such has been added as a moderator of this channel. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, Soph. Like, I like the idea of a survival game, but the problem is I would like it to be chill, which kind of runs counter to the whole survival thing. Most survival games are just stress. They're just stress and tedium and like, oh, you've got all these things you got to keep track of. Which sounds mechanically like a cool idea, but, you know, stress. Anyway, someone's mod once and instantly stopped having fun. I can see the point. I can see that. Because if you take on the role of being a Twitch moderator, right? Yeah, modding is slave labor. This is literally a capitalist nightmare that I'm putting you through, and I don't even give you even the slightest shred of the... the capital... I don't know. Anyway. Not the capital, the surplus. The surplus value. I don't even give you the tiniest bit of the surplus value you produce. Anyway, I've forgotten all of my, like, political rhetoric over the past 2 weeks. So, forgive me if I'm not particularly savvy. I'm still recovering from, I don't know, dealing with some dumb shit on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, PogChamp. The Long Dark was okay, but genuinely too scary for you. Ooh. Oh, speaking of scary, our friend Izzy, Manicland Izzy, recently played Outlast on stream and gave the very apt description. Where is it? Where's Izzy's post that they made? Taking care of yourself already. So yeah, like brace for impact. Oh yeah, we got losers again. Fantastic, cool. Imagine. Oh, do I no? What's Izzy's name on Facebook? Hang on. Imagine caring enough to come and harass people online. Like, what loser attitude is that? I don't know what... Is there a reason they're not coming up when I search for them? I'm trying to find the way they described Outlast, and I read through their post and I'm like, yeah, this is absolutely Outlast. Because I played Outlast. I played it start to finish, and it's not a bad game, but the problem is it's a horror-themed video game. I know we weren't talking about horror specifically, but, you know, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, here's a few of the aesthetic choices that horror tends to make. Let's just paint our entire video game with that, and that's it. You know. Hang on. Looking at awesomeness incarnate. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Now Facebook's being a cunt. I can't even look up my friends. Seriously, does anyone else have problems with Facebook doing anything at all? I've only been using it for very specific purposes lately, but, you know, mainly for selling things or, like, posting on Twitch streamer groups. And I swear the website just fucking breaks at the slightest provocation. Doesn't matter what you're doing, Facebook doesn't like to do it. And no other website I regularly use, like Twitter or TikTok, Instagram, Reddit. I'll admit I use Reddit. No other website breaks like this. Like, I'm clicking on menus, notifications, Messenger, and all these things, and they just stop functioning for some reason. They get stuck in a loading cycle, and I'm like, yeah, it exists. It's a problem, Facebook is an ad platform. Yeah, it's not designed to be functional, right? It's designed to just sell you things. And unfortunately, it's not even doing a good job of that. It can't even load its ads. Hello, Jaeger. Happy New Year. I hope. I'm going to wish you a Happy New Year because it's a kind sentiment, but I don't see it happening, honestly. I get hate nearly every time I comment on YouTube videos from trans creators. The TERFs are circling. They really are. And here's a fun thing that the TERFs have decided to do. I haven't really looked too deeply into this, but there's a thing going around on the Twitters at the moment. If anyone has any further insight into this. But this is obviously a gender-critical trolling attack on trans people. They're going around now calling themselves biotrans, and if we deny their reality as biotrans people, we're being bigots, right? Except what I've been seeing, right, what they're defining biotrans as is that they are AFAB trans women, right? And I saw this before the phrase biotrans cropped up, but there are a few people who are just like, oh yeah, I identify as transgender, but I'm a woman who was assigned female at birth, so like literally just not like that's the one hill I'll die on. That's literally not trans. That's not how that works. Okay, I will gatekeep this one thing. I'm pretty open with my definition of what trans is. That's nowhere even close, right? Further proof they understand absolutely nothing. Yeah, there is like they think because we have, like I mentioned, like trans is a pretty broad umbrella. Trans covers a whole lot of different identities, a whole lot of different ways people can perceive themselves and present themselves, right? That includes like just binary trans people, non-binary people, gender non-conforming people, even people like cross-dressing and things of that nature. Like trans can be a pretty broad spectrum, but there is still some wall at which it stops, right? There is actually a point at which it stops. Yeah, you're doing a really good job of lurking there, babe, yeah. On trans channels, it's usually okay as long as you don't scroll too far. It's whenever trans people are mentioned outside of specific trans spaces that every single commenter shits themselves. It's really bizarre, isn't it? Not even worth addressing seriously. Yeah, I haven't seen much about it. I've retweeted a couple of tweets where it's like, oh, if you see someone saying, I'm biotrans this or whatever, just block them and move on, which is the best thing you can do. Just ignore that they exist. Because it's yet another attempt to paint trans people in a bad light, as usual. I posted something the other day on the Bird app, which was a mistake. Never post on Twitter. And what was it actually? It was something about... I haven't posted much lately, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to find it. Oh yeah, I did say this. I did say it's okay to bully anyone calling themselves biotrans, actually. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, I swear I haven't posted that much lately. Something about bathrooms. Like, I'm more scared of transphobes. Yeah, violent transphobes in bathrooms are a way bigger threat than any trans person could be, right? And of course, some absolute ding-dong, and I think I've hidden their comment. They must have deleted their tweet or something. I hid their comment, and now there's no hidden replies on the tweet. I'll just show you. So they must have deleted it or something. I don't know. Pardon? Pussy, yes, pussy. And they just posted a link to like some amalgamation of instances where perhaps a trans person or somebody who was claiming to be trans or claiming to be whatever turned out to be a predator. And it's like, congratulations, you're the kind of creep who goes around literally looking for a reason to demonize the entire minority group, right? Wow, you're obsessive.
If that wasn't a different minority group, it'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Like if you
It was race day.
yeah, exactly. And honestly, I don't even give a shit if people are gonna like allege me of being racist for saying this shit. But you do that to any racial minority, and immediately you will be called out for being a racist. If you say, oh, the black community has high crime rates or whatever, you would be rightfully accused of being a racist because that's a racist rhetoric and completely ignores all of the reasons why there might be crime rates in certain POC communities, which is completely associated with systemic oppression, right? But the moment that we as trans people say, well, you're being transphobic for constantly bringing up the few bad trans that are out there, right? then they'll just call us. What? How do they flip this back on us? I don't know, honestly. I've gotten into a heated trans discussion again. Happy New Year, Moadib, by the way. Hate that take. A phobia is an irrational fear. It's not an irrational fear. It's an irrational anxiety. It's an irrational anxiety. It's not. Yeah, you're right though. It's not being afraid of something, right? It's conjuring a thought in your head. Like, honestly, this is arachnophobia. I have a pet spider. I have a pet tarantula, right? Most people, well, not most people, but a lot of people are arachnophobic. And when I say they're arachnophobic, I do legitimately mean they have an irrational anxiety around spiders. Yeah, there are a few that can, if they sting you, will kill you. But most spiders are not going to go out of their way to try to kill you. They...
I'm like, if I was in somewhere where there was spiders, like somewhere in the woods or something, I'd be worried about spiders. But that's not arachnophobia, that's a fear of getting hurt.
Did you hear that? So, like, in that...
If I'm scared that I'm going to go to sleep and spiders are going to crawl into my mouth or something, that's arachnophobia.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. So, like, that whole myth of, like, oh, you swallow 8 spiders. Yeah, there's literally no evidence of this. There's no proof of this. That's a complete urban legend, right?
I'm probably talking too much, I'm sorry.
No, you can talk however much you want, babe. Yeah, if you leave most spiders alone, they'll leave you alone. I guarantee you the majority of Australians in chat can vouch for the fact that we literally room with huntsmans. They just come and live in the house, live on the ceiling, they eat bugs. They don't bother you if you don't bother them. However, unfortunately, whitetails also exist, and those guys are cunts. They can kill children, right? And they are aggressive little shits. But most spiders are good boys. Most spiders don't mind. So, in the same vein as arachnophobia is, generally speaking, an irrational anxiety to have, right? What's a whitetail? I don't know what they're actually called. Or white tip spiders. Whitetail or white tip spiders. White-tailed spiders are a dark reddish grey colour with a cylindrical cigar-shaped body. Their defining feature is a white spot at their tip, and I'm pretty sure they're deadly. Their sting is deadly. So, like, you can survive. They produce hospitals and zoos and stuff produce antivenom, but you know, they look fucking gnarly. They die. They're kill on sight, right? They're not as much as funnel webs or redbacks though. Yeah, but white tips do tend to get into your house. Yeah, fuck cockroaches. Another irrational anxiety. There's not really much to worry about, but they're annoying. What are you trying to join, by the way, Cax? I'm curious. You have 8 huntsman babies in your house right now. You've named them. That's so cute. Discord? I'm not on Discord. My girlfriend's chatting in the background. Oh, well, I am on Discord, technically. I'm not gonna... No one's... If you go !socials, you will find a link to... Oh, there is... Oh, yeah. Why is that mod only? Is that mod only? I think I changed it. Anyway. Got a couple spiders in your room. They got little webs and I leave them alone. They catch pests. They do. They're good. Spiders are good. We like spiders. Excuse me. You love the sea, but whenever you swim too close to a buoy and see the algae and nasty shit on the chain that's leading down into the abyss, you want to die. How far out are you swimming? Goodness. But yeah, like that's the whole thing, right? That's the best analogy I could think of was, yeah, arachnophobia. Because that's all it really boils down to. It's like, okay, why... This is the thing, right? The whole gender critical movement is so heavily focused on this idea that trans people, particularly trans women, are predators. They love to paint the problem of male sexual assault cases, right? They love to point the finger at trans women and act as though we are a part of the social statistic, basically. So the majority of sexual assault cases are committed by men. We're aware of this. And that includes things from rape, groping, whatever else. And they don't generally happen in public bathrooms, right? Cases of sexual assault happening in public bathrooms are pretty rare, actually. It's fear-mongering. It's a moral panic. And completely ignores trans masked people, of course. Well, no, they don't ignore trans masked people. What they do is they act as though trans masks are like tomboys or lesbians who have been converted by the trans agenda to lop their tits off and all this, like, mutilate their bodies. They've got like this weird like empathy or sympathy or yet lost sisters, that kind of thing. That's the way they want to paint the picture. And then trans women don't get anything. Well, trans women generally get the finger pointed at them, and we get called predators, right? Trans men get the lost sisters thing. Oh, there's stolen lesbians or whatever. Very, very infrequently. Sorry, what? We hardly get sympathy. However, I have on occasion seen TERFs go down the road of it's okay to be a feminine man. You don't need to pretend you're a woman or some bullshit like that. Very, very infrequently. Not that it helps, because I'm still a woman. I still get referred to as ma'am, Nix. Okay? I'm still a girl, and you're still a cunt. The whole Lost Sisters thing is so gross and infantilizing. Literally everything about the gender critical movement screams incel psyop. I'm going to say it right now. Every single facet of the gender critical movement seems like a psyop made by misogynistic incels.
They see us all fucking each other and get jealous.
Pardon?
They see us fucking each other and get jealous.
Yeah. They see us fucking each other and get jealous. Yes, they... I love how they completely ignore the existence of T for T. But anyway, it's untrue too because they flip their lid at feminine men too. Yeah, exactly. It's totally okay to be a feminine man. In what society? Fuck right off. No, it's not. It was tough being a feminine man pre-transition, yeah. I never was. You know. I tried so hard with the masculinity thing, goddamn. You were androgynous? Androgyny is based. I love androgyny. So good. Even with all the problems David Bowie has, you can't deny androgyny based. What was I gonna... You pilfered my lesbians. Where was I? I was on a certain tangent here and I want to come back to it. Oh, darling. Do you want some medicine? Do you want me to? Pardon? Annie Lennox. Who's Annie Lennox? I think I know that name. Let me not flash you my arm. You okay? Are you broken? Okay. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, apparently I need to turn on streamer mode on Discord. I forgot. Eurythmics. I'll have a look. Let me just check, because yeah, I should be on streamer mode on Discord. I think I actually do have it turned on. Where is it? What setting is it under? Oh yeah, streamer mode. It is turned on. Okay, I shouldn't get notifs. Anyways. How are we doing? How are we feeling? How are we handling things? It's always interesting to see different people's old band Stargate actor Jay Davison. Do you want me to close the door, babe? You okay? What? What was I gonna say? Fuck. Oh yeah. It's interesting to see how other people's trans experience has gone. Jay Davidson isn't really androgynous anymore. I've heard that name before. Like, they look... Crying game star Jay Davidson. I've heard of this person on occasion. Yeah, interesting. At least you don't think. Okay. Because, like, played Ra in Stargate. Okay. The movie or the show? Because there was a Stargate movie. And then the show's, like, SG-1 spiraled from that. The movie. Okay. Its pain is back with a vengeance, so it's gonna go have fun. Okay, go have fun, Soph. I hope the pain goes away soon. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's interesting to hear other trans people's stories of how they eventually came out, how they eventually came to their realization and the way they lived their life beforehand. Because I tried so fucking hard on the man thing. After so many years of just sort of meandering along and just going along with it, I reached a point after becoming single for the first time in years where I was like, okay, I'm gonna become ultra macho, and I did that for like 3 years straight. And it's honestly a little bit cringy to look back on, because I tried so hard. I literally started listening to Joe Rogan, for fuck's sake. Like, I was really bad at attempted masculinity. Oh, excuse me. And I don't know why I did that. I don't honestly know why I did that, because I knew I was trans since I was a teenager. I knew that I was femme since I was in my mid-teens, and I had this like huge, not just gender but sexuality crisis as well. Like I was hanging around a bunch of queer people online, honestly. Like I was in the Sims 2 community, and there was a lot of people in there that were like all variants of queer and bi, and I'm not sure if the phrase non-binary or trans were really floating around those spaces, but there were certainly people who were gender non-conforming in those communities, and like generally pride flags were all the rage. Everyone had a rainbow or whatever. And yeah, like being around that was like, you know, I was talking to someone who I was sort of e-dating at the time. And I was like, you know, I'm actually pretty convinced I'm bi, you know, looking back on it, and I still don't have a label for my sexuality as it stands right now. I consider myself femme attracted, at least, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm strictly a lesbian, but I like the name lesbian, so I'm gonna keep using it. Yeah, the word lesbian sounds nice. Think Abigail Thorne went down a similar path, leaned real hard into the whole hypermasculinity thing / bodybuilding, which is it's a whole discussion to have there about how much, and here's the thing, you know, like I am one of those people who throughout her life has dealt with gender identity crisis, basically. Like I've constantly woken up or gone to sleep and had these dreams of being a woman and all these kinds of things. It's one of those things where it's like, cis people don't think about what it's like to be the opposite gender, right? For lack of a better, to summarize. Pardon? Yeah, at least not more than just in passing. Like, cis people don't get that idea stuck in their head, right? Label gorgeous, thank you. I think the term you'd use is homo-flexible, but lesbian is easier to refer to. It is. Try to become the next Doug Walker? Wait, who's Doug Walker? Homo-flexible, I like gymnasts. Yeah. She's saying shit I know you can't hear. You were kind of similar, but also the opposite. Oh, excuse me. You stopped taking care of yourself and ended up looking like a middle-aged druid in your early 20s. Which, I've seen that a lot, too. I've seen a lot of pre-trans femmes, and they just look like they've reached that point where they've just got a scruffy, uncared-for beard, and their hair's, like, a bit long and greasy, and they've just... I had this too. Like I actually got into the whole routine of like, let's take care of the hair, make sure that's pristine, and the beard has to be nicely trimmed and all that. I was trying to look presentable and attractive and all that, but I did reach a point towards finally coming out where I stopped giving as much of a fuck. And yes, so many of them sort of just fall into what you would typically think of as a depressed man. Honestly, you look at some of my photos pre-transition. I'll see if I can find one. Hang on. In the months leading up to me finally coming out, and you see the dead eyes look. How many of you have seen photos of somebody who is pre-trans? And they just look, their eyes are just sort of sunken, and they've given up, right? That look? I have sunken eyes post-transition because I'm always fucking tired. I do my makeup that way. And there are some photos of me where I just literally look like Chris D'Elia, and I hate that. So, you know, lol. But there was definitely an air of I'm trying my best to put on a face that makes people not weirded out by me. Permanent deaf face, maybe. Like I tried, like I've got a bunch of selfies here and I'm just not satisfied looking at any of them, obviously. Because they're of a dude, but I don't know, you could just tell. Let me see if I can find one. All of them look so defeated. Big smile with absolutely zero emotion. Yeah, you can just tell. It's weird how photos can capture that. But like as a compensating tool, this is what's tricky, right? Is I'm trying to show you a picture, but the problem is in order to cope with the fact that I couldn't take a nice smiling selfie, I would make stupid faces or angry faces all the time. Here we go. This is a pretty decent one. This is a pretty decent one. All right, here we go. Prepare yourselves for a dude. Prepare yourselves for a man, right? I sold that Infinity Gauntlet. That's about as close to it as I can get. And you can tell, like, just putting on that frowny face thing, like, yeah, maybe that's supposed to be the aesthetic or whatever, but you can tell I'm just trying my best to not emote, because I didn't like the idea of people seeing me express emotion, because the emotions I was feeling were, I don't know, distal to who I was. Or who I was presenting as. You know, that's tricky, right? That's complicated. That is not the same person. I know. I've also lost weight. I'm what, like, I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow. I think I'm like 73 kilos on last weigh. My goal for this year is to get down to 67. Was that my third lost cousin in that pic? No, it's my long lost brother. He went off to, like, I don't know, fucking Germany or something. He moved away and I came back. We're twins. We're twinsies. That's actually my twin brother. And it's bizarre because, like, it's one of those things that upon reflection, upon revising, at the time I didn't realize he went to Transylvania. At the time I really didn't realize how buried into it I was. Because, like, look at, for example, and I posted this photo today, and oh, I'm not allowed to open my Google Photos at the moment. Jesus. I'm not swapping to Google Photos right this second. I gotta be real careful right now. No, I'm not telling you why. People know why. If people have been paying any attention, they'll know why. So here we go. Here's like... Here, oh, fuck off. What's it doing? Oh, damn it. Why has it done this? It's done this stupid thing. Okay. Copy image link. Let me try something. Damn it! It's shrunk the pictures. Hang on. It's lewd. It's very lewd. Basically, if I were to upload topless photos starting at about August last year, no, the year before, and then uploaded topless photos to Instagram, for example, in August of last year, so 2020 to 2021, right? The second photo would get removed. To sum up, it's that kind of photo. I've lost the damn pictures. Hang on, I'll have to download it. Because I wanted to do a little bit of a trans timeline. But when I opened one photo in... when I opened one photo in a tab, and then I opened the other photo in a tab, Google Photos saw fit to shrink the first photo down to, like, thumbnail size for some reason. I don't know why it did that. I'm just going to save them to my desktop. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Oh, I've gotten rid of them. I did. I'm clever. There was a photo on the desktop that I got rid of. Yeah, true. You put it on Twitter. Face photo. Face photo. Let's have a look. I'm just scrolling. Don't mind me. Insta would definitely ban a topless pic of me now. How do I address you? As ma'am or your majesty? Your royal highness. This is kind of amusing, actually. This is not related to anything, but this is mildly amusing. This is Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite holding a Lancer from Gears of War. Anyway. Where is a photo I can show you? Here we go. Alright, let's put that on the desktop, and then we'll do this. What we'll do is we'll bring up this one. So, oh, what the hell? It's doing it again! Oh my god! It's saving the photos as thumbnail sized. Why is it doing that? I don't get it. This one's fine. This one's not. What would Ric Flair say? I don't know. Is he still alive? Rogue Empress and Queen of Sarcasm. I prefer Snark. Queen of Snark. I don't like... Sarcasm has honestly become too much of a meme. I don't like it. Save image. Let's try that again. Just... Yeah, replace it. What the... Why did that come up as a small image? I don't get it. There we go. Okay, I can show you now. I can show you a trans timeline. Maybe I'll put this one over here and put this one over here. There we go. Now I can close my Google Photos tab. All 7 of them. Okay, so, here we go. Trans timeline. Oh, I'm in the way. Yeah, there's photos of you on there too. Yeah. There's a bit of a trans timeline for you. That photo on the right was taken today. It's my first stream in 2022, it is. Yes, we're back. The Rogue Room is back for Season 2. Ric Flair would say, woo, it would. I'm not doing the whole woo thing. But I mean, it's not just me, right? It's not just me. Like, look at that second photo. I'm genuinely smiling there. I'm genuinely happy in that picture. That Reddit atheist raised brow, though. Oh, oof. Oh, I fucking hate you so much, but yes, honestly. Lily, I'm trying to get my size back this year. I promise you. Oos, my body size. I've gotten scrawny and weak. Why do we all have the Pixar brow pre-transition? Fuck, Sam Harris. Oh my god, I'm gonna brain some of you. I swear to God. Also, you can totally tell. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody noticed. Has anybody noticed that I have a septum piercing now? I didn't have that before. Anyways. That's neat. That's cute. I should save those two and stitch them together and put them on trans timelines. But, you know. That damn brow! Why? Yeah, I don't have as much muscle anymore. Look at that. I'm losing size because I haven't been to the gym and I haven't been lifting for like nearly 3 weeks. You don't use it, you lose it. I know that all too well. My cock doesn't work. Anyway. No. She asked if I was muted. Are we still in any lockdowns? No. The COVID situation is fucked, honestly. I've been trying to avoid the news as much as I can over the past few weeks because I'm just so tired of it, honestly. Pixel put out a tweet today, which is honestly like how I feel. Let me see if I can find it. Pixel Smixel. Famous 5 out of 10 famous leftist ego. In what I think is a weird feeling, right? And I've been avoiding COVID news, but I know kind of what's going on. We're not in lockdown, but the government's being really blasé about it because the general attitude, not even just in Australia, but seemingly worldwide, is just, oh, Omicron's not as bad. Let's just go back to business as usual, right? And a lot of people are vaccinated. We're probably okay. Get your booster shot, mask up, social distance, but we're not going to shut down society again. Pardon? And here she is thinking she's got it. Burnout, plague mess, pretty much. Yeah, like, I'm just so tired. And, like, I get this from Pix, honestly. In what I think is a weird feeling, I almost want to get COVID and be done with it now. It's fucking inevitable. I know this is probably silly. Anyone else feeling like this? And yeah, I am. Just to be clear, I will not be going out of my way to get it. I'm just anxiously frustrated at the fact that it's definitely going to happen now. Because, like, case numbers in New South Wales are well over 20,000 right now. Further clarification, because people seem to think I want COVID. Like, no, but Omicron is inevitable now, and I don't think... and I don't know how to live my life balancing the risks, and the anxiety is really shit. Jesus fuck, it's like no one watched my content over the last 2 years. Lamenting the anxiety of maybe getting COVID does not mean I'm saying, okay, fuck it. I'm just expressing a thought I think many are having right now, balancing their anxiety and actions. Yeah. I am effectively just like self-quarantining from this point onwards, but I can't really do that because a part of me is just like, I would love to go back to the gym and get back into my routine of working out daily and get back on top of my diet because I'm losing my fucking mind right now over the fact that I can't train. I can't train. I don't have anything. The treadmill broke. I'm selling my weights because they're taking up space. I'm trying to get rid of as much clutter as I can. And I just want to go back to the treadmill that I bought less than 2 months ago broke. So, I don't have that anymore. I can't do my cardio anymore. When did it break? Just the other week. Like, not even just the other day. 5 or 6 days ago. It was a $400 treadmill from Kmart. And there were these little support things underneath the belt, right in the middle. One of them snapped off. Then a few days later, another one snapped off. Very poor design, like a really shitty weld, and I took it back and Kmart gave me a full refund. Yeah, it says it could take more weight than me, right? I'm only 73 kilos. It says it could take more than me. And yeah, it broke after less than 2 months of use, and that wasn't even daily usage. So, shitty design. At least I got a refund. Yeah, Kmart is big here in Australia. Kmart's a big store chain, so yeah. But yeah, with the COVID thing, I get why everyone's kind of just done. A lot of people, and like Pick said, it's just kind of like, I don't want to get it, and I'm going to take every precaution I can not to get it. I'm double vaxxed. I'm going to get my booster shot. I'm masking up everywhere. I'm trying to avoid going anywhere I don't need to go. But I think I and many other people are at a breaking point. And I'm not anti-vax. I'm not like, I'm honestly not against lockdowns. I'm not against like, shut everything down, get case numbers low, but like the testing workers, the testing clinics are closing early and they can't do as many tests as they need to because the staff are burnt out. The medical staff are burnt out on this. They can't do anymore. They've done as much as they can, and they're just like, they're at their absolute wit's end. There's no more staff. There's not enough people. There's not enough treatment. There's not enough support. You know, there's going to be more pandemics, worse ones. Global warming says so. It's going to fucking happen. Yeah, we're like at the end of our tether. And this is part of the reason I'm just like saying fuck it and throwing my hands up and Melbourne V2. Please chuck a couple of bucks if you got them. If you got disposable income. If you were thinking of buying a Kit Kat tomorrow at the gas station, chuck $3 at me instead. Because I am, at the very least, going to try my best somewhere else because there's no opportunity where I live and I'm going to move to Melbourne. I'm just saying that now. I'm going to take a big fucking leap of faith in the face of almost certain inevitable apocalypse to try to make something before I die. You know, chuck a gas station Kit Kat at Abby. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Kit Kat. But there's going to be some awful thing that gestates for like 3 weeks then kills you in 3 hours? Probably. So, it's... Pardon? Yeah, no. And I know it's a doomer mindset. It's a very, very doomer mindset. But it's hard to not feel like it's inevitable at this point. You know? Which, you know, great way to start 2022, Abby. Good job. But yeah, as it stands right now, I've got nowhere to really exercise. So that's driving me insane. And you aren't the type to go to the gym. Well, I'm going to a 24-hour gym. So I would be going somewhere which would be open late. Probably, I could even do it after stream, honestly. If I wanted to, if I really wanted to. I've been at the gym I'm going to, like, at 2 o'clock in the morning. And there's almost no one in there. So, if that has stayed consistent, I could very well do my streams late at night and then go to the gym at like midnight. Go work out. Rookie! Thank you for gifting us up to... Yeah! Anyway. Thank you so much. You've been stuck in for 8 days and going nuts, but you're not clear of COVID yet. You feel fine, but you're still contagious. That's fucking shit. And what's worse is like with Omicron, because they're saying, oh, it's not that bad. It's not as bad. And now they're saying, now the CDC themselves have literally just said, oh, you know what? You don't need to quarantine for 7 days. Now you can quarantine for 5 days and get back to work. Are you okay, babe? Oh, no. She got a toe cramp. Reminds me I need to hit the gym tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow. I've got a couple of things I'm gonna do tomorrow, and then I'm joining the gym, and I'm gonna get a workout in because I'm going in fucking insane. I'm gonna do some deadlifts. I'm gonna make my back fucking hurt because I need it. I need that. It's at least one Kit Kat. I think it is. I think that's at least one Kit Kat. I will buy one Kit Kat. Thank you, Rookie, by the way. Got a PT session to help rebuild your leg muscles. I hope that works out. First day out of isolation, you're going straight to the gym for leg session. I'm going back to my PPL split. I'm doing, push-pull legs, and then tomorrow would be pull, which is deadlifts, biceps, upper back, lower back. So you start with, I'd start with 30 minutes cardio, then I do deadlift, then I would do accessory exercises, so bicep curls and stuff. I'm probably going to do biceps, hammers, upright rows. There's a bunch of exercise. Let me have a look. I used to have a routine, but my routine dramatically changed. Where is it? I've got an app called Strong that I use to track all my workouts, and this is really sad because, like, I look at my profile, Abigail, 1,210 workouts. Been working out for a few years. You see this little graph here, workouts per week. You can see, like, over on where my thumb is. That's the most recent weeks. I've done, like, 2 workouts in the past 4 weeks. You know, because I've been all over the place with everything. Do not slip a disc. I'm not going to slip a disc, but I have pulled my back a few times, so I'm going to be careful. You would love to try some sports, but your metal hip joint ass is severely limited in what you can do. Basically, swimming is your only option, and you can do without the oversight of a physical therapist. Oof. I don't find swimming fun as exercise. I'm going to say that. Let me see here. I think I've got Thursday glutes, cardio, Monday weights, upper back and biceps. Here we go. So I've got stuff like seated rows, bicep curls, upright rows, rear delt raises, and hammer curls in here. Legs workout. I might actually go through and put together a new routine. Oh, here we go. Push. So push would be stuff like bench press, pec deck. So you're working like chest muscles, triceps, shoulders. That's all push day stuff. Pull day is it's basically defined by the motion, like the name of the day. If you're doing a push day, you're doing push motions. If you're doing a pull day, you're doing pull motions. And then legs is legs, right? And I usually combine legs with core. So I do legs and abs. So I'm going to go back to that routine because I miss it and I want to build that definition back up. Because my muscles are not bad. You can see that vein is still there. We like that one. Every day is leg day. I mean, when you walk places, yeah. I do cardio every day. Well, I should do cardio every day. I was doing cardio every day. Until my treadmill fucking broke. And the thing is, here's a tale for you. Am I allowed to regale them with our tale of what's her name in Melbourne? What? I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I tell them anyway? I'm gonna tell them anyway. Basically, we went to Melbourne. We went on the 17th, and we were planning on coming back on the 21st. And we went there to meet a few friends. We went there to meet Steph-tacular and a few other streamers, and we also went there to meet a couple of other friends of mine. So Steph-tacular and all that was Maddie's crowd, which I know those people as well to a point. And then we were also meeting some of my friends, and we didn't. There was also like a couple of other people I would have seen if circumstances permitted, but on like the 3rd or 4th day, or 2nd or 3rd day, or something like that, we were planning on going out with some of my friends, or at least, my friend and some of their friends, basically. Second day? Is that what you mean? It was the 2nd day. Okay, we were planning on going out, having fun, having drinks, whatever, partying. Which is probably not the best idea, but we were allowed to at the time. And we went to someone's house, and the thing is, my friend, like the person I actually know of the whole lot, and I made other friends in the mix of this, so, you know, I talked to other people, and now I've got more followers on Twitter. It's fantastic. But we went to this other person's house, and we hung out for a bit. And about halfway through, like we were like basically prepping to go out like a lot later. We got there like 7 or 8-ish, I think, and we were planning on going at like 10 or 11. So we were hanging around doing fuck all for a couple of hours. And partway through, we find out someone in that house who's been wandering around socializing just like the rest of us is waiting for a COVID test result. Right? And we were just like, Maddie and I sort of looked at each other and were like, oh, okay. Cool. And then like as we're getting ready to head out, the person gets their text. Pardon? We were literally walking out the door to leave to go to the gig. We were on the footpath ready to go. We hear a scream from inside the house. The housemate of the person who had just received a text message saying that they were positive. They scream out "fuck" as loud as they possibly could. So yeah, the person who was waiting for a test result got a positive. And then we're just sort of like sitting there at the sidewalk. All of us just dejected. We'd spent all this time getting ready. We were good to go. And we had a flight in 2 days. So we were there on the 19th, getting ready to go and hang out and have fun. And then, it was the 18th. Sorry, it was the 18th. And we were going to fly back on the 21st. The 20th. Whatever! I can't remember the days. And we hear this person who we've been spending time with in an enclosed house has tested positive. So we're all just like freaking out. We could all potentially be positive. The very next day we get up at like 6 a.m. We run down to a testing center, get ourselves tested. Fortunately, within a day our results come back negative, but we decide to quarantine for an extra 7 days anyway, or an extra 5 days or something like that. So we were negative, but we basically spent the remainder of that week in our friend's room, just doing fuck all. We did just have to wait for a flight. Yeah, we had to book another. Because we wouldn't have been able to get back on our original return flight, so we had to schedule a new flight. And we just had to just hang out. We couldn't leave the room. So yeah, that was a whole ordeal. But by the same token, I love Melbourne and what I've seen of it, and I want to go back there very soon. Pardon? It's an interesting story. It's an annoying fucking story, but it's an interesting story. Pardon? Oh. You don't want me to talk about the shower? But it's funny. I want to talk about the shower, but she won't let me. It's in my Discord. It may also be TOS. It may be TOS. If you're in my Discord, yeah, shower and TOS. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it, but there is a rant somewhere. Let me see where I posted it. It was in Rant Room. Okay, let me have a quick gander from Abigail from. From St. No, hang on. How do I find a message from myself? From... I can't search for me. I tried searching for me. Hang on. From St. Abigail. From... Come on. It's not search. It's not letting me search my... No, it's not. Yeah, I can't search for my shit. Okay. At the very least, in the Rant Room, if you scroll back far enough, to where was it? Somebody find the story and just like pin it if we have a mod. There's more to the tale that again I don't want to tell on stream because it's TOS, but it's a story involving a shower and yeah. The Rant Room is a channel in my Discord server, so it was in the lounge. Okay, it was in the lounge. Okay, there we go. Madeline pinned a message. There we go. Story time, story time, story time, Gorge. I'm not gonna read it, or should I? People can go read it if you're in the Discord. Maddie just pinned the message to the lounge. I'm not gonna read it on stream because again, I think it might be TOS. I don't know. At any rate, Would recommend not. I'm going to avoid it. But yeah, that was fun. That was very fun and dandy, and I don't recommend that experience. Would have been much sicker if not for my booster shot. Wait. So, my non-vaccinated friend had COVID over the holidays, and the parents are hardcore COVID skeptics. That's fun, isn't it? What do they have to be skeptical of, honestly? Ooh, delivery's coming on the 5th. Oh, base. We've also got another delivery supposedly coming tomorrow, I think. Luckily, my friend properly quarantined. Otherwise, their parents would have been contaminating the whole goddamn city. Truth is, they go on protest with Nazis and don't care for anyone except themselves. Fucking hell, dude. We are speed running the end of the world. I swear to God. Not that we deserve anything less. Anyway, there is, what was I going to say? Fuck, I don't know. There was a point. I was going to make. You're gymming tomorrow, based. What are you training? Yeah, I always train, here's the thing, right? I tend to train specific, body parts that work in tandem with one another when I'm doing my exercises. So when I do chest day, for example, so push day, if I'm doing bench press, I'm also working triceps and shoulders, which I'm also training in accessory workouts. So I'm giving all those muscles a really good workout specifically, right? To give them all, and then like I do like supersets with my biceps and all that sort of stuff as well, or triceps or whatever muscle group. You train specific things that work together along multiple different exercises. So when you're working shoulders, you're also generally working triceps and chest. So you combine all those and you get a much better workout. Have I seen Don't Look Up? No, I haven't. I don't even know what it is. Say with all the love and care in the world, people need to be made to understand their opinion does not override reality. Well, yes. The science is out there. The science exists. The science can be proven. The science has been tested rigorously, and the science shows that the vaccines have more efficacy than taking ivermectin or whatever. And even then, like, here's the thing, right? The people who are going on about the ivermectin and whatever, is ivermectin and all those other compounds that they're throwing together rather than just getting the fucking vaccine. All of those other treatments, right? A point that I haven't really seen made. All those other treatments are just to treat the person who has COVID or might get COVID, right? That's all it's about. It's all just about treating the individual. The vaccine is a group effort. The vaccine, if you get vaccinated and you are more protected from COVID, you are less likely to get it and you are less likely to suffer severely from it. Not so sure about if you still get it, like your contagiousness rate or what have you. I might need to look into that. But generally speaking, if you get the vaccine, you're not just getting it for you. The people who are taking these other remedies, which have got questionable results in the first place, they're doing it completely selfishly. It's like, oh, if I get COVID, don't worry, I'm going to take ivermectin so that I get better. Completely ignoring the fact that they might get COVID and spread it to like 15 other people. The thing is, ivermectin does help with parasites, not viruses. And the one that won a Nobel Prize was a version actually meant for humans. Livestock needs a much stronger dose than a human. Yeah, exactly. So, like, ivermectin has a purpose, but it's not for treating COVID. It's a horse dewormer. Anyway. I have got friends who are, who've got one thing in common with anti-vaxxers, is that they both take horse drugs. But, different kind. I've just come to die in shame after messaging my boss, which includes the line, I keep forgetting because I'm gay, I meant useless. So people trying to take ivermectin from a damned vet are basically ODing on the stuff. Yeah, which, that's fucking hilarious. Fuck around, find out. Anyway. It's, yeah, like the vaccine is not just meant for you, basically. The vaccine's meant for everyone else involved. The vaccine's meant for the people around you. If you are vaccinated, you're far less likely to catch COVID, and you're far less likely to spread it to other people. It's that simple. And
Thank you for continuing your
Lydia,
membership. Sup gamers.
Sup gamers. Tonight was almost going to be a gamer stream, but we're just like chilling and hanging out. Thank you. Pardon? Oh, true. My girlfriend has her PC here now. We haven't set it up yet, but she's got her PC here now. So we could do a little cute girlfriend and girlfriend gamer streams on the Minecraft or whatever. If you wanted to see that. That'd be adorbs. But we'll have to set our PC up tomorrow and we can look into it. I haven't got any plans for streams this week. I might do news stuff tomorrow and all that, but right now we're just doing a return to form. Yeah, look, Yara, enjoy that look. Mostly got the jab for your dad's sake, yeah. You want to see me TNT her house? No, we've been building a house together. We're not going to ruin it. I'm itchy. I shouldn't be itchy. Ooh, fun thing. Fun thing. Interesting fun story time for you all. When I shave my legs, right, and I do so quite often because hairy legs gives me dysphoria, so I don't want them to be hairy, I've decided to get laser on my legs because laser is like half price at the moment. Laser is like on your to get a full leg session is like $200, so I bought 2 sessions for $200 instead. I'm getting laser done on my legs because here's a fun thing. Here's a cute thing that happens to me when I shave my legs. I tear my fucking skin off in the days after because I get so intensely itchy and I don't fucking know why. I have no clue what is causing me to have such horrendous skin irritation that I can't help but dig my claws in and tear at my flesh when I shave. It's like day 1 to 3 after shaving. I'm just scratching constantly, and I've gone to the doctor and they gave me a treatment that worked briefly, but it was like 5 days worth, and I can't really stay on that, you know. It was fucking awful. Do I moisturize my legs right after? Yeah. Use a loofah? I should get a loofah, honestly. Ziwa, take Abby through Destiny. Please don't. I don't want to play shooty gun games.
It's not great for new players.
It's not great for new play. Yeah, it's one of those games where there's like tons of content. That's normal. It's because your hair is just razor sharp against your smooth skin. I can't stand it, and it kills me. Use cream, much better. Used to break out in spots after shaving your legs. Might try laser. Basically, I'm just gonna... I've had really good results with laser on my face. I'm not done yet. But I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that the laser on my legs will do the same job. And eventually... I think I might have potential eczema, honestly. Either that or it's a neurological thing. I'm like psyching myself out and getting itchy over that. I don't know. Laser on your legs made you need to shave like once a month. That's fucking awesome. My hair is pretty thick and dark, so yeah. But yeah, laser on my face has at least gotten rid of like my sideburns completely gone. All hair under here is gone. It's just this front area at the moment that I've got a bit of stubborn hair remaining, which is tricky. And I also wonder how having a septum piercing is going to play into things. I think I'm going to wait until I've got a really good result around here before I get my labret done. And then I'm also going to get my bridge done at some point, which will be fun. I will have multiple things stabbed into my face. It's going to be cute. And I'm also going to get some tattoos in the not too distant future. Pardon? You okay? Oh. Okay. Well, I can stop now for a second if you want. Okay, give me a second, folks. Hello, I have returned. Yours is fine and light, so laser might not work for you. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. Laser tends to work best on those who've got light skin and dark hair. So that's me. I have that, which sucks, honestly. I get the privilege of being able to pay more money to get rid of my hair. It's fantastic. I feel like I wouldn't even bother with laser if I had fine light hair on my body, like if I was blonde, for example. Hold on, what? Should have done laser pre-HRT. Why is that? Be fine with the piercing. Yeah, I can flip it up. I haven't done it. I can't. I shouldn't fiddle with it because I've only had it less than 2 weeks. You should have done laser pre-HRT. Mine is still the same color, honestly. My hair color hasn't changed or anything. It hasn't gotten finer or lighter since HRT. So, you know, other results have happened, but, you know. You could never do a tattoo. You're way too indecisive and you have an extreme habit of liking something but wishing. Why did this open in a complete... What the hell? Okay, hang on. Let me open Discord in its own separate thing. In the Gamer Cafe, and I'll look at it that way. You have an extreme habit of liking something but wishing you could move things around on occasion. I get that. I'm going to get the Hunter rune from Bloodborne on the side of my neck, like under my ear. I might get it dripping with blood. I'm not sure yet. I also want to get the rest of the runes from Bloodborne down my spine. And I want to get the Mark of the Outsider from Dishonored on the back of my hand, my left hand. There's more, but I don't know what yet. I like the idea of like runes and symbols and stuff like that. So I'm going to like try to work on getting different runes and symbols all over me in different places. I do like Dark Souls a lot. I do. But Bloodborne is actually honestly my favorite. I wouldn't mind something related to the Blades of the Dark Moon tattooed on me, but I don't know what. But I don't want like a mural piece. I don't want like a portrait of a character from the games overlaid with a like... I don't know. I don't want Cirrus of the Sunless Realms walking down the bridge to Irithyll or something like that. No. What? Yeah, I want little pieces, little symbols and stuff. Bloodborne has just... Yeah, Bloodborne's got a much better art style. Honestly, Dark Souls, while tremendous, still evokes very traditional medieval European fantasy vibes. Which it does so quite well. Dark Souls is a tremendous game, but it's if you look at all the designs in at least the first game, all of it is very sort of stereotypical in a lot of ways. But it's done so in a good, unique way. I can't think of a game that looks like Dark Souls, for example. Its design is quite unique, but it still does evoke a lot of very typical elements of European fantasy. HRT made your hairs light and fine, which is great. Even facial hair is finer. That's good. Prog made yours lighter, but not enough in the face to pass when it grows. That's unfortunate. I want to get back on Prog because I tried it for a little bit and then I had to stop because I ran out. I didn't get another script. Bloodborne is so much more committed to the gothic aesthetic. Oh yeah. It's a trans game. Really want to get a back piece done. 3 pair of burning wings. Reference the etymology of your name. That'd be cool. I'll tell you what, like what I really love about having had laser done is that I'm actually able to conceal what little beard shadow I have left just by shaving most of the time. Nowadays, because I've had like 10 or 11, maybe even 12 sessions of laser on my face at this point. I honestly can't remember how many I've had. I wonder if they can tell me. Previously, before having laser done, if I shaved my face, it would still look like I had shadow no matter what. There was no getting around that, and you couldn't really cover it with makeup unless you wore like several layers, which is a pain in the ass. Hair on your face is dark and thick. Just had your second full body laser session. The hours are slowly going on the face. Good results on your arms and legs. Well, that's good at least. That's good. I want to do full body laser, but that would be ridiculous expensive. I wonder how much that'd cost actually. Let's have a gander. I go to LCA, which is Laser Clinics Australia, and they're pretty good. I see the new variant in Israel. Sounds like a pasta dish. Flurona. I doubt it. I think I'd look... annoyingly, I think I'd look kind of cute if not for facial hair. You do look cute. Shut up. You do already. You're not allowed to talk down to yourself. Here we go. Let's see pricing and promotions. Let's see what a full body looks like. Do they do it? I don't know if this place does full body.
Did I pay for one or both?
We split it. You paid for one, I paid for one. My girlfriend bought me a session of laser. Here we go, full body. $400 for a full body session. $400! And you would need to get that like once a month, right?
Is that half price?
Nope. So that's actually not that terrible when you think about it. If it was half price, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, the laser places tend to have a lot of sales, though, I've noticed. Nobody can see my shadow being blonde. Shaving effectively gets rid of it for a couple of days, which would be good. Yeah, I'd like that, honestly. Have the same problem. You can shave as close as you can, you still get shadow. Yeah. So I'm really happy with my results with laser, and I hope I can get the same with my legs. Cause yeah, I literally don't even need to shave my sideburns. I just do it out of habit. It's always half price at your place. It's really wild. Like you go there 1 month and it's full price, and you're like, what the fuck? They have sales so often. I wonder why they don't just mark their prices down from that point and just stick with that. I suppose because people want to go to a place that's on sale, though. Hey, like people want to go to whatever service they use, and they want to see a big sign that says this is this much off. It's like, oh, what a savings! And then you realize you're not really saving much, are you? Really, realistically, it feels like you're saving money, but yeah. But think about it, you could start a laser clinic, and then like immediately mark everything down to less than the competitors. Get an awful rash from shaving your face no matter what. Very sensitive skin now. That's no good. Have you tried different razors, perhaps? The electrolysis place near me only does face, so I'm going to needle it all. Hang on. Needle it all. Just face, chest, arms. Just keep at it till it's all gone. Save your eyebrows. Saving your eyebrows. Yeah. Only does face for laser. Oh, I see. Well, there you go. I've just been talking about laser facial hair removal. Well, laser hair removal in general. So, a friend of mine has had her legs done for a while now, and she showed me, and I could spot like one very light blonde hair, and it was great. And I'm like, holy shit, I need that in my life. Shadow gives you dysphoria. Shaving only does so much. Yeah, it was one of the first things I did when I initially realized I was trans. Well, when I was preparing to come out, I suppose. As an adult at age 31, I think it was actually less than a week after I had my 31st birthday. I was like, oh shit, I'm a woman. One of the first things I did, the first two major gender affirming things I did were laser facial hair removal and getting my ears pierced. So I got these cute little pentagrams that my girlfriend bought me from the same place I got my... Where is it? Can I show you? There we go. From the same place I got my septum piercing done. So yeah. But yeah, the whole beard shadow thing. Like honestly, I wonder how many trans girls have the same issue of the cope beard being a bit of a traumatic thing that just sticks with you afterwards. Because like I've known, or I've seen rather, quite a few trans women who had the coping beard before transitioning. It's just like this scraggly, unkempt mess. And then, obviously, it's gone once they transition. I wonder how many of them have just, like, specifically bad memories of that. Because I certainly do. And it's one of the main reasons I was dealing with dysphoria in the first place. And why I learned makeup so quickly, actually. Because I really desperately wanted to learn how to cover all that up, and in the process I discovered a passion for doing makeup. So now I'm sort of looking down the barrel of potentially doing a makeup artistry course in the new year, and going down the route of doing makeup professionally, which would be cute. Will have to be electrolysis for me, not an intimidating prospect at all. Yeah. Well, there you go. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. These straps will not stay on, for fuck's sake. Tried growing one, had massive dysphoria. Wait, but that actually sounds fun. Like, what, doing makeup for a living? Yeah. That'd be awesome. I've not done much makeup on other people, though, so I'd be worried. But it's the job, so... I actually took really good care of your goatee, but that was part of the whole can't let anyone know, have to be mask as fuck. Well, yeah, like, I did keep track of... Like, let me see if I can find another photo to show you. Let me see if I can find another picture of me pre-transition quite a few years ago. Back in, like, 2018 or something like that. I was in a certain phase where I'm like, okay, let's be as mask as possible. Hello, Snaps. How's it going? And I was actually keeping a pretty neat beard and facial hair combo. Right? That makes me look like a fucking twink. What is this? What is this Twinkie bullshit? Why did I never have a twink arc? I'm so disappointed in myself.
My God.
I would have been gay for payback then. Do it. But like, some of you who've been around for a while might recognize like this look, for example. Holy shit, I was so fucking gay. Why did I never suck a dick until I became a chick? Hi. The one cock I've sucked is sitting out there in the living room.
Oh.
Is that TOS?
Find out.
Please don't ban me, Twitch. I was joking. I was having a larf.
Okay, now.
Oh my god, here's a photo. I'm not going to show you this because I don't have my sister's permission to show this. I forgot my sister had blue hair. I wonder if she had pronouns.
Yeah, that was so cool.
No, there's literally a photo here of her with blue hair. Still, TOS would be visually depicting it, yeah. But like, this was back when I was actually... Yeah, true. I doubt, like, people... There are literally sex educators on Twitch, so, you know. But yeah, like, I did tend to keep my hair pretty, like, short. I did this whole, like, 1 to 2 fade and then short on top, short and neat on top, and I would put some gel in it. And, yeah, I would keep this, like, really, short stubble on purpose. And I would trim under here so I get rid of the neck beard, and I would trim, like, the tops so to keep it, like, nice and neat and cut. And I'm honestly just showing you how big my arms used to be at this point. Look at that. I don't have that size anymore. What arm is that? Hang on. Like, well, no. Not really. There we go. I'm just showing off me pre-transition because, like, it's honestly nice to celebrate how far you've come some days. That's why I post trans timelines all the time. It's like, you can be a girl too. I have smaller arms, but there's better definition now. Yeah. Pardon? If you want to be a girl, just be a girl. Exactly. Definitely a DSL before transition, though. I don't think I ever let anyone know by doing duck face. HRT makes it impossible to build muscle like we once did. It really does. I've lost so much strength. And as a result, I've lost so much size. That's how you wear your hair. It's a nice look, honestly. Like, the haircut I used to have back in 2018 was a good look. It wasn't a bad look. It was just very much a coping mechanism. Like, legitimately my reason for going down the route of looking like that was because, get this, I saw the way... My manager had a similar style. My store manager at the supermarket I was working at had that look. Had that same look. And I'm like, okay, he's the professional managery guy that everybody respects. I'm going to emulate his appearance, right? Because that's what a man looks like, so I suppose I should look like that or something, right? That was the thought process, legitimately. So practically every facet of my masculinity before I transitioned. Like, I'm much more comfortable just being myself and making my own decisions now, right? But before, every single masculine thing I did was to emulate someone else's masculinity. Because, like, okay, this is what a man does. I'm going to make the active decision to do that. right? Even going to the gym, which I've now actually developed into its own thing that I'm fond of. Working out is this thing that I'm actually engaged with. You know, I really like doing it. So it's killing me with anxiety that I've got to wait until tomorrow to go back to the gym. But, you know, even that was a decision based in, I need to be acceptably masculine. That means I need to work out and get big muscles. Used to do 105k and you were 70k. That's a pretty good ratio, honestly. That was you before cracking just, oh, that's what guys are doing. Yeah, exactly. I never felt comfortable being a man, but I felt, oh, okay, this is the role I was given, better perform it. And now I'm just like, okay, fuck it. I'm girl. I'm baby. I'm still baby tran. How long am I baby tran for? I don't know. I'm at the, what, like the 1.5 year mark almost. Pardon? When did I come out? Like September of 2020. Yeah, 2020. But I had discovered. Pardon? Yeah, I sort of like, you can track this based on my Twitch history. If you go to my Twitch tracker page, right? I'm loving just talking about transition tonight. It's been fun. I'm enjoying this. Even if I'm not absolutely killing it on viewers like I used to be. But if we come back to my Twitch tracker page and we go to streams, right? Right around the 22nd of July, I just took a huge break until the 2nd of September. So more than a month. Right around here, this last week of only a few streams, honestly. So like, I had this realization of like, oh shit, I'm trans. And like these last few streams here, I shaved the beard that I had remaining. It was pretty scruffy, I think. Completely clean shaved my face. And I was just sort of plugging along, just streaming, just doing gaming and not really being super into it. Then I take this huge break and then on like the 1st or 2nd of September, I put out that big twit longer. It's like, oh, by the way, I'm a girl. My name's Abigail. Yeah, we're looking at the days and times I've streamed and all that since I started back on my very first stream was the 28th of March 2018. So I streamed for over 3 years, I guess. 2018. Over 2 years as a dude, and then transitioned. And then I took 5 weeks off. And like this is everything. This is every single stream I've ever done. Right? So from the beginning to now, January 2022. I've been streaming since 2018. Since my first stream was Skyrim on the 28th of March 2018. And I had 6 average viewers, which is better than pretty much most people I know. Lol. No, that's mean. I shouldn't be such an asshole to small streamers. Anyway. What was I gonna do? I forget what I was going to do. Why is that? Oh, that's the wrong page. There we go. I'm looking at something else. The graph. Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? It's like you look at this and I'm like, there's no way that is 4 years of streams, but it is. I've been streaming for nearly 4 years. April 28th. Put that in your calendars. April 28th. We're doing a 4-year celebration stream. I'm not gonna do my trashing on small streamers spiel tonight. I should put you all in your place and tell you what you're doing wrong, but I'm not doing tremendously tonight anyway, so I can't talk. Anyway, we evolved mirror neurons to equip us to learn and even intimidate others aesthetic. Always been emulating people around me to function in society. Didn't work very well. Yeah, exactly. Mostly just looking forward to having a feminine body with smooth skin and no shadow. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Pre-coming out trans femmes be like, shuffles awkwardly out to a bunch of men. How do you do, fellow guys? Yeah, that was the thing, hey. I can't believe, like my whole life, I've always been more comfortable around women, right? But significant portion of the time I wasn't really, like, even still being attracted to women. I was just more comfortable being around them in the first place. It wasn't even an attraction thing. And when I was forced into a group of men, I felt completely out of place. You know, when there was like some sort of group gathering, it's like, oh, go talk to the blokes. I'm like, I don't understand these people. I don't get what they do or what they want. I'm not sure what the deal is with them. I am honestly completely out of my depth around men. Which is not a dig at men themselves. It's just that I tried so hard to emulate everything I saw them do, but it just didn't feel right. You know? Most of my friends are women. That's how this has been most of my life. It honestly reminds me of this kid when I was in primary school, right? And everyone sort of, no, I don't think I remember anyone specifically bullying him, but it was well known that he hung around the girls all the time. He would only ever hang around the girls, and this is primary school, so little kids, right? All of his friends were girls. I'm like, I wonder how she's doing these days. I shouldn't make that joke, that's bad, but it does sort of kind of read that way, doesn't it? Tried fitting in college, didn't work, and I quit. Yeah, and I've always had that thing. It's like, there have been a few men in my life who I can say have been good friends, certainly, but vast majority they haven't necessarily made me uncomfortable through any fault of their own. I just don't get masculinity beyond being able to emulate it. What look am I working toward? What do you mean? I'm working towards the look that my friend gave me when I was in Melbourne because it was cute as fuck. Like, let me see if I can find a picture of it actually. Because I'm trying to copy what? No, just go to Google Photos. Fuck off. I'm surprised I actually didn't get called gay or the F slur or whatever much when I was in school. But I wasn't in school very long. At the point where people were calling each other gay slurs, you know, high school, I wasn't there for very long. I dropped out, lol. Okay, I definitely can't show you that. I should just not say anything. There was a cute look my friend did for me. Hairstyle. Was it this one? Excuse me. Which is, open a new tab. This one, right? Here's me in my friend's bathroom, just checking that there's no, like, dildos or whatever on the sink. Here's this look, right? Which I've fallen in love with. Like, the high ponytail bunched up at the back, but, like, the long hair hanging down and, like, this little fringy bit to the side. It's cute as fuck. I love it. It's so cute. And that top is from Honey Birdette, and it's gorgeous. And I posted that picture particularly on Instagram. Actually, can I find it on Instagram? Yeah, I'll show it again. Because I've got it on my Instagram page. And somebody, here's a cute thing for you. Here's the picture on Instagram, right? It's this one with my Honey Birdette top. Oh no, it's not this picture. I'm sure I uploaded another picture with it. Actually, let me give me a sec. Let me go through my media really quickly. Oh yeah, it's this one. Sorry, this one. This is the same. The same top. Really cute top. I love this one. It's so adorable. And this person, let me just quickly check what's next. Commented this. It's a really gay photo of you two. Wait, which photo? Oh yeah. Let me show you the cute photo of us, because the love of my life. I need to show you. I need to simp. Vita Breets. I need to show you this, honestly. Love us. Those Breets are all natural. This is us in Melbourne, going for a walk in the park and being cute. And I just... my little gay heart skips a beat when I see her walk in the room. Anyway, sorry to like make you all simp for us. Hello Lily, how's it going? You're French, I'm not. Cute gays, gay cuties. Breeds sounds like a bread-based food. Brett's taking. Hey, I love you too, Ziwa. Yes. Ziwa, you're Ziwa. Madeline. I'm Madeline. Do you want me to call you Madeline the entire time? I still don't know where the fuck my emotionally exhausted blanket is. I can't believe I've lost it. Damn it. I could go for some Brett's and cheese right now. Is it Brett's or Breets? Breets. Breets. Chicken Breets. Breets by Dre. Breeds by Bride Dr. Dre. Fucking hell, I can't do this. Breeds Bride Dr. Dre. Fucking. God damn it. You love beetroot in your burgers. Fuck. Oh goodness. So, yeah. What have we been talking about? We haven't been talking about anything in particular, have we? We've just been rambling and ranting and raving, and it's good. It's fun. We were going to do like some normal content to start off the year, but I haven't planned anything because honestly, I usually, like, I'm one of those streamers who doesn't do a lot of prep, right? I don't do a ton of prep. You're a trans girl too? Nice. We love our trans girls and trans boys and non-binary friends and everyone. We like everyone. We're not TERFs. TERFs can go in the bin. But, you know. I was going to, like, do a bit of prep. I usually do a little bit of prep. I look up what's in the news, what's happening on, like, YouTube, what's happening in memes and stuff. I need to find the places on the internet where you get the good memes. Where do you find the good memes, right? Gotta do some meme reacts. I gotta do some like video content and stuff, like video reactions and shit too. But, you know, I haven't had a chance to browse the internet today. The whole internet. So, because we went for a bit of a very long drive. We spent like 5 or so hours in the car today. Driving to collect Maddie's stuff. So now we've got Maddie's PC here. And we can play games together. And it's going to be cute and gay. Maybe 6. Yeah, maybe 6 hours in the car, honestly. We spent a long time in the car. And then a good few hours in between that. Just like packing stuff up, putting it in the car. And then stopping for food and things like that. And then, what was I going to say? By the end of it, by the time we got home, I was just fucking exhausted, you know. So I didn't bother doing anything other than my makeup before starting stream tonight. So I don't have the usual spate of content that we line up. So we're just sort of chilling and talking. Are we living together? Basically, here's the thing. Maddie and I's first date in person, right? So our first date proper was provided by Lupa in chat, who sent us money for pizza, and we had a little Discord pizza and wine date, which was cute. And then sometime later, not very much later, honestly. It was the next day. She's on a train to come to my house, and then we spent like 3 or 4 days together. So it was a genuine lesbian. 3 days. So 3 days. We'll call it 3 days. Our first date was as lesbian as could possibly be. We just spent the next 3 days together. And then over time, she started coming down here weekly, right? And then eventually, just spent like 8 hours a week on the train. So we're U-Haul lesbians. Yeah, she's basically just been living here for a while. And now we're like planning to move somewhere else. I love you too. SMH sex on the first day. We're awful. We're horrible. Oh, I see the hashtag Scotty from Eugenics is trending. Cool. Thanks, COVID. Where to? It says right there. We want to like get out of New South Wales. Anyway, if I recall correctly, I also found part of the COVID regulations that allowed her to visit. Yeah. Ultimate Wing NB over here. Figured out. And honestly, it was necessary too. That I kind of needed an emotional support person or what have you. Whatever it was called. And Maddie became that person so she could visit. So she was basically in my, like, bubble during lockdown or whatever. nobody has contributed anything aside from subs to the Melbourne goal. Trying to get back into the swing of things, but unfortunately, I am one of those trans streamers that doesn't have a ton of pay pigs, so I'm gonna have to fund that trip myself. Lol. We've got some friends in Melbourne who are gonna help us out because we want to get out of here. I don't like this place where I live right now. Scotty, the Prime Minister, yes. Yeah, that was Marjorie Taylor Greene got suspended from Twitter for spreading vaccine and COVID misinformation, I think it was. And if I recall correctly, it's a perma suspension. Or like an indefinite suspension, so you know. Oh, do we have any actual news on that? Like an article or something? We could look at it. Shit was going down. You attempted to break lockdown myself, but the regulation let me follow the rules and still help. True. Things were weird just a few months ago, honestly. I was going through a time. It was not great. And yeah, honestly. Saw that ban was marked as tradable card. Wait, what? Hang on. Tradable card games. Hang on. Sorry if I sound like a man. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Okay. ABC News. Let's have a look. Alright, let's do news. MTG, the card game. Fucking hell. Shut up. Okay. I will slap you. Saw the ban was marked as tradable card games because Marjorie Taylor Greene is MTG. I am going to backhand you, okay? Threatening violence on my Twitch viewers? What? In Minecraft. In Minecraft. Can anybody confirm? Oh, I turned my logo off. Whoops. It's not the Rogue Room without some news. Let's just watch Cody Johnston doing some more news. Twitter permanently suspends US Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene's personal account over COVID-19 misinformation violations. Twitter has banned the personal account of outspoken Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene for tweets that repeatedly violated its COVID-19 misinformation policy. How dare you? Excuse me. Last month, the Georgia Republican's account was permanently suspended under a strike system Twitter launched in March. The system uses artificial intelligence to identify posts about COVID-19 that are misleading enough to cause people harm. 2 or 3 strikes result in a 12-hour account lockout, 4 strikes prompts a 1-week suspension, and 5 or more can have a person permanently removed from the social media site. Ms. Greene is the first member of Congress to have a personal account permanently suspended. In a statement on messaging app Telegram, she blasted Twitter's move as un-American. Okay. She wrote her account was suspended after tweeting statistics from the vaccine adverse report. Blah, 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 blah. The Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, a government database which includes unverified raw data. Twitter is an enemy to America and can't handle the truth. I hate to break this to her, but not everything is about America, actually. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's fine. I'll show America we don't need them, and it's time to defeat our enemies. This is so cringe, honestly. The ban applies to Ms. Greene's personal account but does not affect her official Twitter account. Last June, she apologized after comparing COVID-19 mask requirements and vaccinations to the Holocaust, in which 6 million Jewish people were murdered by the Nazis. In case you didn't know about the Holocaust. Pardon? Yeah, in case you weren't caught up on the Holocaust, folks. In a tweet posted in July, which prompted a 1-week suspension, Ms. Greene claimed coronavirus is not dangerous for non-obese people and those under 65. Which is just, so dismissive. That's just literally a eugenicist statement. Kill the obese, kill the old. That's what she's literally just saying that. She's literally just saying, these people are useless to our capitalistic nightmare. Kill them off, who cares? That's the attitude, right? As if it is so simple for non-obese people to just lose that weight instantaneously, and those over 65 are not exactly getting any younger. You know, are you going to provide any sort of assistance there? Didn't know if you saw this news. We'll have a look in a second. According to the US CDC, or Center for Disease Control and Prevention, People under 65 account for nearly 250,000 of the country's COVID-related deaths. So a lot. Ms. Green previously blasted the suspension as a communist-style attack of free speech. Yeah, because capitalist world, the capitalist society we live in has real legitimate free speech, totally. Pardon? Twitter is so communist, guys. Excuse me. Ms. Green... Oh, yeah, I read the bit. The Congresswoman's official account remains active on Twitter and has 390,000 followers, slightly less than the 465,000 on her now-banned personal account. Twitter and several other social media platforms banned former President Donald Trump from their platforms after his supporters attacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th last year. Viva communism! Yeah, what? How are they defining communist? Honestly, what exactly is communist about Twitter? Is there any seizing the means of production going on the Bird app? Yeah, communism is just the other, basically. Hello, Echo. How you doing? Oh, you have ad blocker turned on. Get over it, maybe? I don't give a shit. Fuck you. It's when the Twitter blocks you. That's communism. Dude, stop. I'm not buying your newspaper. Fuck yourself. Can I scroll? I can't even scroll down. Thanks. You've sent me an article I can't use. Lol. It's just a constant battle. Here we go. Your browser is... Really? Holy shit. I cannot use this article. You're in incognito mode. Are you serious? Fuck you. Holy shit, no. That's a fucking dog shit site. You have ad blocker turned on. Subscribe. You're in incognito mode. Subscribe. Fuck off. No. Fuck you. And I've got extensions that are supposed to circumvent that shit too. So... Anyway, to most conservatives, communism is basically literally anything I don't like. Twatter is capitalist, it is. Communist of the outgroup, yeah. I don't even know anyone who identifies as a communist other than my grandfather. Like, yeah, my grandfather is a big commie, but he's too old to care at this point. He's like at the end of his tether. He's just like, yeah, I was in the Communist Party when I was your age, but now he just sits there and watches Netflix, waiting to die. Like, he's old. He doesn't have the energy for it anymore. But he was union. He used to work the train lines. Pardon? Yeah. Oh yeah, it probably is break time. It's 10:45. I should take a little break. My grandfather is pretty awesome, but yeah, he doesn't do a whole lot these days because he's just like... Regrettably, my grandmother passed away last year, shortly after getting her second jab, I think it was. I'm not saying that the vaccine did her in, but I think because the vaccine is known to cause symptoms, right? It's known to actually... Like, any vaccine is going to cause some symptoms when you get it. She was like 90 or 91. And I think she was just so already frail that I think it might have just been the straw that broke the camel's back, unfortunately. And it's still weird to live in a world where she doesn't exist, honestly. It's really strange to have attended a funeral for someone I was actually quite close to, you know? Because I don't think I've only been to 2 funerals in my life. One was for my uncle, who I hated, and the other was for my grandmother. And that was my first experience going to a funeral where it's like, oh, I've known and loved this person my whole life. That was really bizarre. It's a very unusual experience. I probably do need a hug. I'm not crying. I'm not upset. I'm just like... Pardon? Yeah, I don't have to be upset to need a hug. But I'm going to go get a hug anyway. You feel like more and more you vibe with anarchism. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. And I think I've had too much caffeine today because I think my heart rate is elevated. But I'm not wearing my Fitbit, so I can't even check. BRB, folks. Don't go away. I have returned! Are any of you still there? Or did I leave for too long and you all lost interest? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Rogue Room. I just had a bit of cheese and bacon pull apart. That was nice. You're all gone? Okay. Okay, well. What even is the Rogue Room? Well, yeah, Looper's got a, Looper's got a good way of phrasing it, actually. Do I have a command in my chat bot where we discuss news or politics, though it's not uncommon to put that aside and unwind with gaming or just casual banter, because sometimes news and politics are heavy, yes. No, I have awoken from my slumber. I think you finally figured out your exact political leanings, definitely anarchist, specifically anarcho-transhumanism, based. Upload me to the Matrix. Yeah, I think I swear I had a command for the Rogue Room. Do I or don't I? I don't know, actually. I don't think I do. What? Is he really? My cat has decided now is the perfect time to fuck his plush llama. Just thought I'd let you know. I don't think I have a command for the Rogue Room. Kinky Smudge. He's a horny cat, so we got him a plush llama so that he can rail that instead of trying to steal my plushies all the time. And he's taken quite well to it. But anyway. Also, I got this. For anyone who is curious, I am trying to go to Melbourne again, but I want to stay there this time. Alright, I guess I'm making a command called Rogue Room. Only cats be like... Oh, fuck. I seriously sound like a man. Fuck, what's wrong with me? Here we go. There we go. So yeah. I need water. I'm just curious. Fuck. Sony PlayStation 1 Classic. Wait, no way. I want to see how much a PlayStation 1 is. You're kidding, no way. This is bullshit, you're kidding. $26? $20? 235 PlayStation 1 shipped console with 3 controllers. People are really selling these this cheap? I want one just to display it, and I'm trying to get rid of things, so I really shouldn't do that, but... Really? You're fucking kidding. I've still got my PS2. I'll have a look. There's no fucking way they're that cheap. PlayStation 2s are similar. They're not that expensive. Hey, Ashtray, by the way. How are you doing? What the fuck? I was expecting, like, I guess I get it because, like, they were mass-produced like any game console, so they're not really limited edition. But I was expecting they'd cost tons. Like, over $1,000 or something. And here I am looking at PS2, $130. PS1, $235 with 3 controllers and 57 pirated games by the look of it. Based. But like that's actually insane to me. Maybe I shouldn't use the phrase insane, but you know. Your N64 is worth more. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Nintendo consoles tend to go for a bit, I think. Old Nintendo consoles seem to go for quite a bit. At least last I checked, you know. And actually, fun fact, I want to show you this because while we were in Melbourne, we stopped into an EB Games, and it was like this multi-tiered store, like 3 or 4 stories of this shop, right? And I'll see if I can find these pictures really quick. I'll scroll through and I'll find them. This is from back after we returned from Melbourne. There's this adorable video that I want to show you of Maddie with Smudge on her lap playing with him, but I won't show you because she probably doesn't want me to. The one where you've got him on the couch and he's just like, he's just dangling his legs up in the air. Anyway, here we go. Alright, so I'll just show you these really quickly. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we went to this EB Games, and it's this big store. It's got loads of games in it, loads of stuff in it. You go up one set of stairs, there's even more of a display, even more merchandise and games and all sorts of stuff. Downstairs, there's a Zing, which for those of you who don't know, Zing is like pop culture stuff, just a bunch of other merch and all that. And on the very top floor, right, they have this whole Nintendo room laid out, and this huge long display of Nintendo consoles from beginning to end. From, you know, back the very beginning, the NES, through to now. So I never had a Nintendo console until I think I might have had a Game Boy Color. I'm not sure. And then the next one I had was a Nintendo DS, which is there, I think, was the Nintendo DS. And then I had a DSi and a 3DS. My sister and I bought a Wii for our mother for her birthday because she kept talking about how she wanted to get fit. So we bought her a Wii and we bought her Wii Fit. And she did use it for a while, but she didn't really get super into it. And then since then, the only one I've had has been the Switch. But that was really fucking cool. Honestly, so I had to get photos of that. Because I'm not a huge Nintendo head, but seeing that kind of thing on display, seeing that kind of gaming history on display is badass. How much are PS3s? Let's have a look. Let's see how much people are selling PS3s for. Where were we? So, it was on sale and try the one. So, PS3 with 1 terabyte hard drive, $200. Which sounds about right, honestly. I'm still just baffled by the PS1s. Once I get to Melbourne and I'm settled there, I might actually buy one just to display it. I want to get a glass display case just to display all my PlayStation consoles in, honestly. Because I like them. You realize I could totally get an N64 and we could all play Mario Party. Base, let's do it. Let's fucking go. I want to. Where were we? So it was less Mario but harder and more explore at your own pace. Totally get the Metroidvania craze though. I don't know how Metroid got entangled with Castlevania. It has to do with a general platformer design alongside a specific narrative secondary and discovery tertiary aesthetic that both Metroid and Castlevania used to cement the design approach. There you go. Fun fact. Good night, Fox. Have a good one. How to do an essay on it for your diploma. That's fucking sick. I love that. Hell yes. Oh, here we go. Interesting. On my, I want to know how I posted this before, and I did talk about this. Tell me how much you'd honestly pay for this statue. Right? How much would you pay for this Last of Us 1 statue that was like, I think it was called the post-pandemic edition or something like that. But I can't recall correctly. I think that edition didn't come to Australia, but the statue did come separately. So when I bought The Last of Us, at some point this statue was made available as a separate item, I think. And I bought it by itself. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was expensive. And given I'm trying to get rid of junk right now, this is an interesting discussion to have actually. Because I've got a bunch of things, and I may post them in the Discord and just be like, listen, if you're interested in taking something off my hands, and you're willing to pay for shipping and give me a little bit of extra, I will sell you some shit if you want. But yeah, I want to know, how much would you pay for this, right? I'm just genuinely trying to get a gauge on how much people would be willing to pay for this. Because I looked on eBay, Looper, and people are selling this statue for like $1,000. And I'm like, that's a bit far, honestly. This is the thing, is like, I can't tell if the statue has sold for $1,000, right? So I don't know if anyone would buy it for that price. I can't really specifically tell if anyone is interested in buying for that price. So yeah. That is fucked. That's why I'm sketchy. I'm like, the only listings I've seen are really stupidly high priced. I'm like, no one's gonna pay that much. No way. I've currently listed it on Gumtree for $300, but it was set to $50, and then I pulled it down from the marketplace. It was on Facebook Marketplace for $50, and I was like, that's a bit too low. So I'm charging more now on Gumtree, seeing if anyone will buy it. But what am I doing? I want to look at my ads. I want to see if anyone's expressed interest or anyone's looked at it. Posted 4 hours ago. Visits 22. Okay. On page 1, someone's currently looking at the Joel and Ellie statue on Gumtree. 60 to 100, but if you'd buy it for 200 at the most. Okay. Because yeah, like, I'm not trying to sell it to you right now. I want to know how much people would actually willingly pay for it, so that I can actually try to sell it to someone. Because it's a good statue, it's high quality, and I sold my Geralt fighting. Where is it? This one. Wild Hunt statue, but it was a bit broken and a bit dusty. I've got this one. Right? Oh, I don't have this one. I sold it today to a very lovely person. Very wonderful interaction. I had this one and I got rid of it, which is also a really high quality, really heavy really weighty statue. So both this and the Last of Us one, which is out there somewhere, are very weighty statues. So they're like a good design, good quality to them. But I've got too many things like that I want to get out of my current living situation, and I just don't want to take as much as I can. So I'm getting rid of things. I'm getting rid of like some board games. I'm getting rid of a whole bunch of my collectibles. I already sold all of my Overwatch pop vinyls for like $100. And other things. I got rid of a board game. I got rid of a couple of other little statues. Because yeah, like I want to move and I want to get rid of the clutter. I don't want to keep it. I want to get rid of the guitar, honestly. I don't feel like I don't play it. So I'm kind of just like, do I bother with it? It's been sitting there for who knows how long, and I'm like, it's just taking up space. You know, more and more stuff needs to go, so I'm downsizing significantly. Hello, Creep, how you doing? Welcome in. What's going on? Year of release and the limited quantities. Yeah, it's one of those kind of things. I wonder if the base may actually tell you which number of statue it was. But I've begun to have this personal realization that I don't really have an attachment to any of that shit. You know, someone came and bought my little Predator that was sitting up there, and my... What else? I've gotten rid of a few things that over the years I've just picked up because like, oh, that's so cool! And then I put it on my shelf and it just sits there. And I barely look at it. I barely care about it. I'm looking up there right now, and like, not all of that is sold, mind you, but some of it is. And I'm just like, I don't care. If it's gone, it's gone. I'm not gonna miss it. If you know, if I get to a new place, and I'm keeping the From Software shit. That I actually have sentiment for, which is strange. I've actually got sentiment for all the From Software stuff. I'm deeply attached to that. All the rest of it, I'm like, okay, I liked a game, so I bought a thing from it. I liked a movie, so I bought a thing from it. And I'm like, why? What purpose does it serve? It's just clutter. It's just taking up space. It's just mess. And then I have to dust it and clean it and make sure does this spark joy? No, it doesn't. So get rid of it. I'm taking that approach. And I don't want to just throw out most of it is the problem though. I want to actually have a bit of, I want to get something out of it, you know. You make your own things and got lots, which makes it harder to part with them. Yeah, exactly. I think if you make something, or if something has a certain sentiment towards you.
I see.
Hey,
you
Laura
brought
Blake.
guests.
How's it
Welcome,
going? How's
friends.
2022 treating you for the first few days? The Laura Blake Show welcomes back the Rogue Room in 2022 raid. Thank you, folks. Welcome in. My name is Abigail Beck. I have forgotten to turn on my raid lights, but check this out. All of my lights in my room are now attached. Are now smart lights. My strip light is now smart lights. So I can do this. I can put all of my lights in party mode at the press of a little play button on my screen, on my phone. As you can see. I can also make them all red if I want to. You could, yeah, my girlfriend's also attached as a guest. Do it. I fucking dare you. Do it. My girlfriend now has access to the lights and can do this to me. Which honestly is kind of a vibe. This is pretty cool. But how have things been? Trans rights are human rights. And you have my permission to punch anyone who says otherwise. Anyway. It's not really 2022 upgrades, honestly. But there we go. We got party lights again. How's everyone going? Have sentiment for things from your favorite developer? No way, I know. Yeah, I'm actually really, really attached to From Software. So I'm going to keep the From Software stuff, but everything else must go. I'm still not even sure if I'm keeping all the plushies when I move. I really need a downscale. We're talking about the fact, by the way. You gotta go, but have a wonderful stream and big love to you. Big love to you too, Laura. Thank you so kindly. Can we get some big loves in chat? To Laura and friends. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Don't get rid of the plushies. I think we're going to keep the plushies. I like the plushies. I might shove them all in one of those like vacuum seal bags and like compress them down to nothing. But yeah, I've come to realize, and this ring on this collar is such a good stim, by the way. I love this. I've come to realize that I just don't need all of it. And that's honestly a really freeing feeling. Is knowing that there's so much I've collected that I've not needed this entire time. And I could probably have a more comfortable life without it. Because it's just distraction and guff and fluff and... yeah. It's good to be sort of... to have that realization. It's okay. I fixed it. You love Gail Simone so much. One of your favorite writers, and her New Year's resolution is to make more people aware that turfs suck good. Can get beanbags for teddies. You could. How many From Software statues do I have? Okay, so we've got Sekiro from the Sekiro Collector's Edition. We've got a little Sekiro pop vinyl. We've got a little Artorias who is like literally basically laying down. Because the statue is too top heavy and his feet are too weak. So I don't know how to fix that. I wish I knew. The Emotionally Exhausted blanket, I've folded it and put it somewhere, and I've forgotten where I've put it, so I'm going to have to find it. It's still here. I'm not getting rid of that. I'm keeping that. I've got a little Hunter from Bloodborne. I've got Solaire Amiibo. I've got the Solaire Ambio. That's there, actually. This is the Firelink armor from Dark Souls 3. Soul of Cinder. I've got the Dark Souls 2 Lion Knight armor statue. And the most important of all. Oh yeah, Looper, what game is shutting down? I'm curious. Love Struck from Voltage US. Okay. The most important thing of all of these, if I did have to get rid of my From collection, I'm keeping this. Hey, level up, Pixie. Hello, how have you been? I missed you. Is my crystal lizard. He lights up, he pretty. We do not smash him. How are you, Pixie? Hello, welcome in. I hope you've been keeping well.
The Rogue Room appreciates your recommendation.
I like my crystal lizard. Anyway. That's what I've got there, and also all of my games. Natasha, thank you for the host. Pixie, thank you for the host as well, by the way. I don't think I said that. Need my strap on. Anyway. I fixed them. Nothing! Nothing, Romeo's. But I've also got the Sekiro Collector's Box, I've got a bunch of art books, and I've got all of my copies of the games sitting there in one neat little pile. More nothing! Fantastic. And one Overwatch Pop vinyl I didn't get rid of. Hello, Princess Jess. Is Diva. I had to keep Diva because Diva's a vibe. Diva is honestly such a fucking vibe, and it's so cute. There's a little baby Diva that actually sits in there. So, even if I don't care for Overwatch anymore, I love Diva and I will not part with her. So, there you go. For a third helping of nothing. It's good to see you back. Things are going okay. I wouldn't say things are perfect, but, you know, we're okay. We're getting along. We're getting there. We're plugging along. Hello, Princess Jazz. Gail Simone is amazing. She's the reason Deadpool didn't fall into obscurity. There'd be no Deadpool movie without her. And she's the one that brought awareness to the women in refrigerators trope. That's fucking cool. I've heard of Gail Simone a few times. But yeah, the problem with this is it doesn't stand up straight on its own. I'm holding it in place there. And I've got to figure out how to get it to stand up straight because it just falls over. I'm putting her on the desk right now, and she just doesn't stand up. So I don't know what to do. She doesn't have a base either. Wait, so you need your strap on? So you've had your bottom surgery already? I wish, fuck. Why is bottom surgery so fucking expensive? Jesus. That's transphobic. I do want to book an orgy, at least. Literally have a scene in my story where a woman gets trapped in a fridge by the villain and finally breaks out to make the door smack the villain on the head and KO him. Based! Hell yes. Women in fridges committing violence. Why is bottom surgery not covered by Medicare though? Because the government doesn't like trans people. There was a petition to get gender-affirming surgeries covered by Medicare. And it reached a significant number of signatures, enough to be considered in Parliament. If I'm considered some, they were going to have like a discussion. Yeah, only the hospital stay is covered, so you're still up for a huge fee. I think it's like comparable to the cost of a new car at least to get bottom surgery. So. Yeah, there was a petition recently to get it fully covered by Medicare. And I can't recall, like, it got enough signatures that it will be discussed in Senate or wherever they discuss those kinds of things. It was like an official government petition, right? So started by, you know, trans people who wanted transition surgeries covered. Anyway, Dr. Hart gave you a quote for 28k. Yeah, it's fucked. And I, like many trans people, do not have access to a huge income. It's actually pretty fucking difficult. I only speak English in this channel, by the way. Everyone only speaks English in this channel. If it yields results, we'll find out close to election. Please ban, someone please ban that person. When did I start my transition? September 2020, roughly. Yeah, thereabouts. Like, not specifically, but like thereabouts. You know, that's when I came back to streaming. When I was comfortably like, sort of like, I took a break in July of 2020. Started figuring myself out and like gradually socially transitioning. I would put it somewhere mid-August, mid-September 2020 is when I started transitioning. So I'm close to 1.5 years in, pretty much. I'm just saying that as a rough gauge, you know. How old am I? I'm 32. I'm old. I am ancient and archaic, and my old bones ache when the weather's getting strange. Ed Vanisher, hello, how you doing? The Greens made an announcement about it in November. Yeah, true. Holy shit, Stephtacular has long fucking hair. Just gonna throw that out there. For those wondering how long her hair is. There you go. What was my channel like even before the transition? It was just a gaming channel mostly, yeah. I dabbled in just chatting, but I never did. I never committed to it like I have since I came out. And for a while after I transitioned, I still stuck with gaming. Like, let's get back to Twitch tracker, because I can actually see what games I was playing when I came back. I can, like, if we go back to this over here. Come on, give me the... Smudge is going so hard right now. Fucking hell. Dude. Chill. So when I came back, I did Jackbox. I did like a little... I think,
appreciates your recommendation.
Thank you. Vanisher, thank you for the host. When I came back, I called this stream Gender Reveal Party. Because I thought that was fucking hilarious. And then I played a bit of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I got into Fall Guys. I tried Among Us. Did Payday for a while. But over time, I went back to... I went back to Minecraft. Continued Payday for a bit. I did Outlast for a while there. I did Celeste. Ghost Runner. Dead Space. So for a while, I was doing mostly just chatting with a bit of gaming interspersed in there. And then over time, it's just segued completely into a just chatting stream. Because honestly, just chatting is my favorite category on this platform. Because it's hard to focus on being an entertaining streamer while also playing games. I do have a girlfriend, yes. The prices of surgery in America baffles you. You're in the UK where we have NHS and surgery is free. It's paid in our taxes. It's not perfect. It needs work, but it sounds better than the insurance in America. So yeah, it's weird. I've heard of certain people who go over to other countries to get their surgery done. Like, they will literally pay for it because it's cheaper to fly to like Thailand, get it done there, and then fly back than it is to get it done in Australia, right? So I don't know. I think, did Jordan Raskopoulos do that, or did Jordan Raskopoulos get it done in Australia? I don't recall. I know Stephtacular. Yeah, I actually got to hang out with her when I went to Melbourne. Yeah, which was cool. She's fun. She's really cool. You want to progress to just chatting, but you need regular chatters to bounce off of first. Yeah, that's the tricky thing, right? Like, if you were going to do... if you wanted to... Sorry, just cracking my shoulder. My elbow, actually. If you want to do just chatting, you definitely need somebody to bounce off, which is tricky if you don't already have an existing group of chatters to chat to. So the most I mean, I think one of the major things that got me sort of going in just chatting was building more of a social media presence around trans Twitter effectively. I started involving myself in trans Twitter a lot, and then after doing that for a good long while, I started picking up quite a bit of following on trans Twitter, and then gradually migrate that over to Twitch. And now I'm in the process of trying to gain more traction on TikTok and hopefully get people to come over from there. So that's the main thing, is like with Twitch, with regards to Twitch, you can't really just focus on the one thing. And I get that like a lot of people are not just focusing on Twitch, but this is general Twitch streamer advice. If you want more interaction, you're going to have to pull it from other platforms. Because Twitch is still dog shit for discoverability. Supporn is, you think, 22k from memory, yeah. Do I wear makeup? I do wear makeup. My skin's pretty good, generally speaking, anyway, but I do wear makeup. I'm an aspiring makeup artist. There's a makeup course I would like to do in the new year, so I would like to do makeup professionally if I can. Work on like modeling shoots and TV sets and stuff like that. That'd be neat. Yeah, Ziwa pulled me along to the picnic that Steph had, which was lots of fun. Got to meet, what was it, Lil Darian and a couple of other streamers who showed up. Yeah, it's also when you choose. I think also it is when you choose a game that's easy to obtain viewers, hence DBD in the gaming space, then waning. Easy to talk and still do something while you hope for chatters. Yeah. Like if you start off as a gaming streamer, and I was a gaming streamer for a long time, so you know I have experience there. I understand, and I also get why there are some people who are frustrated when they start gaming streams and they get nowhere, while simultaneously somebody else will start gaming streams and they'll actually get somewhere. And the majority of the time, that tends to stem from the fact that the person who just started streaming on Twitch usually has an existing following somewhere else. I've seen people who shoot up to the top of just chatting or DBD or whatever they're playing, and other people will be like, how the hell did this person... I'm just going to say it. Hot girls will start streaming on Twitch and will pull a lot of viewers, and the thing that is always overlooked when those whingy little bastards who are streaming COD Vanguard or whatever go, well, how did she get all the viewers and I didn't? You go and look at her Instagram or her TikTok or whatever, chances are she's already got an existing following. She said, I'm going to stream on Twitch one day. And her viewers went over there and realized she was a streamer as well, right? They always ignore that little factor that, you know, someone who has viewers out of nowhere already has an existing following somewhere else. It really helps. Yeah, because then you've got these guys who just start streaming with no one knows who they are. No one's ever heard of this dude. But yeah, picking the right game as well and being engaged. Like if you were to play DBD, it would benefit you greatly to be involved in DBD Twitter and DBD Reddit and DBD Facebook and whatever else. Like get involved in communities surrounding that particular thing so that people know who you are. You know, people get a feel for what it is you do. You make yourself popular, you talk to people, you interact with people, and all of a sudden your name becomes familiar. Have I tried acrylics? I have. I hated them. I liked them at first. Now my nails are actually quite long on their own. I tried acrylics 6 to 8 months ago now. A while ago. And I stuck with them for about a month, and eventually I had to just like crank them off. I had to like apply what was it, some kind of acrylic melting stuff to get rid of them because they were painful because my nails were growing in and I couldn't do anything. Actually intend on streaming more and making clips of it to post on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is good for that. Like TikTok's honestly a really good place for gaining interaction. If you say something that can get the attention of a big audience on TikTok, like I've got some TikToks that have got 10,000 views, which is not a lot, honestly. That's really, really not much at all in the grand scheme of things, because TikToks are short form videos, so they're very easy to just consume, and the algorithm is really good at recommending videos. So, but yeah, like I haven't had a video hit over 2,000 in a little while. In fact, my latest one was just me begging for attention and has 1,600 views. But yeah, like TikTok's a good platform for that kind of thing. I could take a clip right now and then just upload it to TikTok after the stream, and then yeah, you're hot, oh babe. She's not saying hot like she's attractive, which she is. She's saying hot because she's hot. Too hot. Follow like 10 good looking women who have 5 to 30 viewers, have been streaming, and I've been network building for at least a year. Yeah. It takes a while to get the wheels turning, honestly. And like my streams usually pull many more viewers than this, quite frankly. I'm not doing too well for a return stream, but that's the problem. You are attractive. You are very attractive. That is the issue, however, is that what was I going to say? Twitch is weird because it expects you to stream for a good long while, consistently, stay on schedule, be streaming at the right time, and all that kind of thing. And if you take a break of any kind, people forget about you, is the problem. This has happened to a lot of people. It's like they'll take a week, they'll take 2 weeks, some people will take like months off. Right, and they come back and their viewership tanks, and my viewership has definitely tanked on my return stream. I wasn't planning on being gone this long. I was actually planning on streaming around Christmas, but things happened. Yeah, the platform moves on. The platform forgets about you, which sucks, because then you got to build back up to where you were before. So if you take any amount of time off, if you break your schedule for long enough, Twitch fucks you around. It stops putting you in recommended, and yeah, there's people who would have been casual viewers or whatever who just like gone to watch other streamers or whatever. People will find their next fix because they can't just watch nothing on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. So I need to, and you can't really tell who those people are that have left. You know, chat's been going pretty well tonight, but I can't think of anyone in particular who hasn't been here, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna go and DM everybody who I know is a regular and just be like, hey, why weren't you watching tonight? That's just stupid. So it helps to be active on multiple social medias to try to stay relevant, which is why I was uploading to TikTok since I took my break. But yeah, I left from Melbourne on like the 17th or the 18th, and the plan was to come back on the 20th or the 21st. But we got stuck in Melbourne for a while, got stuck there for like 5 more days or something. And by the time we got back, I'm like, you know what, we're close enough to the end of the year. I got back on the 25th. I got back on Christmas Day. By the time we got back to New South Wales, I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to just take the next week off and I'll start streaming first Monday of 2022, which is today. And as a result, I think, you know, taking that time off, while it has been beneficial in other ways in my personal life, it's definitely taken a hit to my stream discoverability, I think. Probably a lot of lurkers too. Yeah, definitely. You can't really... I mean, you can sort of tell where your viewers are coming from. Radhom, hello!
Welcome.
Hey, Scribbles. Friends. Hello, everybody. Radhom, thank you for the raid. Welcome into the Rogue Room, folks. My name is Abigail Beck, and I'm pretty sure I've been hit with a very, very minor follow bot attack tonight. I'm seeing a lot of name bunch of numbers follows, which is cringe. Why are you doing that? But, hello, Real Radhom and Real Rad people, Real Rad viewers. What's going on? Here's some party lights. What's happening? Welcome to the Rogue Room, hosted by yours truly. A place of acceptance, learning, and growth, and sometimes depressing topics, because I hate myself. But please be kind to yourselves and each other while you're here. Welcome in, everybody. How did your stream go tonight? What did you get up to?
Thank you for continuing your membership. Hi, Abby. Happy 3 months. I missed you. Abigay28 Hyper.
Oh, hello. Real Rad Hominids, we love it. We stand Real Rad Hominids. Even though you lurk mostly, you really miss my streams. I'm glad to be back. I will be streaming all through this week. Did I watch Spider-Man No Way Home? Is it out yet? I didn't know it was out. I did watch The Matrix Resurrections, which I quite liked. How'd everyone go? How's everyone going? I have not seen Spidey-Man. I'll probably watch it because I've seen the other two Tom Holland ones, and I'm mildly intrigued by where it's going to go. But I'm not overly fussed, honestly. I'm kind of done with Marvel, I think. We won't spoil anything. We won't talk spoilers tonight. But yeah, I recommend The Matrix Resurrections at least. Was lovely. Worked on a mini and covered Man Babies. Shapiro, Peterson, Lotus Eaters. What's Lotus Eaters? That's a new one to me. I was just thinking, like, today, something came up on my Twitter, and it was regarding some Australian's favourite man baby, I'm sure. Isaac Butterfield. Does anyone remember this? Does anyone remember? We covered this particular video of his a while back. This came up. This was just the YouTube thumbnails Twitter account just posted this. And, yeah, we actually reacted to that video. It's so fucking cringy. He fits in the same basket as those, like, Shapiro and Peterson and all those kinds of fuckwits. Angry at things for no reason. They don't need to be angry at things, but they want to get angry at things, so they have something going on in their life. Hello, Story Girl. How you doing? Best Spider-Man film that finally feels like a Spider-Man film. Well, that's a plus at least. Lotus Eaters is Sargon of Akkad's outfit. Oh, okay. I keep seeing the name Sargon of Akkad, and I don't know what to do with it. Or like Posey Parker. Yeah, definitely Posey Parker. Posey Parker is up there in terms of whining for no reason. I need to be angry about something. Cover Butterboy from time to time, but his cringe is too powerful to be part of the regular rotation. He's such a wanker. And I mentioned this here. I mentioned this a little bit later on. So, like, in particular, this video was particularly hilarious because he mentioned several times how he's not into Star Wars, but still decided to get mad and make a whole video over a single line in a news article about a rumored trans character, Isaac Butterfield, alleged comedian. The epitome of "I'm angry for no reason, now laugh." That's my thoughts on Isaac Butterfield, honestly. Because his whole shtick is just that he's pissy about shit, and that's comedy, allegedly. Anyway. Gonna lurk for a bit while you handle some post-stream stuff? Go lurk. Go take care of it all, Rad. Thank you so kindly, by the way. I don't know what the quartering does, and I sort of just avoid him like the plague because he seems cringe. You made a meme about Isaac Butterfield, pretty much sums him up. Still think that meme... Oh, which one was it? Can you send it to me? I can't remember. First time in 5 years you're in a serious relationship. Fuck yes. Based. We love it. We like it. It's good. Hell yes. Hello, Ren.
Thank you for continuing your membership.
Oh, it was in the replies to that post. Okay, let me hang on. Let me go have a look. Ren, thank you so kindly for the 11 months. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are things? I am so fucking gay. Holy shit. Just throwing that out there. I am gay as fuck. Did you notice? I wish there was still VODs of my old content that we could go back and watch. We should react to like an old YouTube video of mine if I can find them. It's this one. Here we go. It's this response. Oh yeah. Oh whoops, wrong one. To summarize. Yeah. Ben Shapiro and is that Nostalgia Critic? Is that what you said before? He's just an annoying person. Isaac Butterfield is just the kind of cunt you don't want to be around. And I honestly think I used to be that cunt a little bit. Because I would hear about something on the grapevine and get pissed off about it for no fucking reason. Just to have something to talk about. Honestly. I don't think I did it often, but there were certainly occasions where I was that kind of person. And Isaac Butterfield has made that particular manner of being his entire personality and his entire method of content distribution. You know what I mean? Like, he's insufferable. Isaac Butterfield is an Australian stand-up comedian. I am that cunt. I am mentally ill also. At least, like, I don't know, research what you're angry about before you get mad at it. Sounds pretty common for Reich wingers. Yeah. Reich wingers, sorry. Reich wingers, yes. How are you, by the way, Kiara? At least I got a fucking banging username. Yeah, true. Can be pissed and still admit when I'm wrong. The thing is, like, he's always pissed about things he has no reason to be pissed about. What is his deal with cyclists and vegans? Okay, congratulations. You're not a vegan. Who gives a fuck? Why do you need to tell us? He's more annoying than any annoying vegan I've ever met. And I've met a few, don't get me wrong. But, like, he's literally more annoying. Yeah, they eat vegetables. And the thing is, he, like many other people who like to nitpick about certain groups of people in society, find the absolute worst examples they can to paint the entire group with. One of my best friends is a vegan. She's totally cool. She's fine. She's chill. She's not like the extreme examples he picks out just to paint them that way. Like, it's just... Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, there are insufferable vegans, of course. And in some ways, like, especially in terms of vegan content creators, I think, unfortunately, that method of being just so frustrating to listen to and being insufferable to listen to as a vegan, as an activist, might be the only way to get the message out in the first place. It's at that point with certain social movements, certain social structures, where, like, the only way to get people to pay attention is to just be loud and obnoxious. And I think those people who are doing that kind of content realize they're being loud and obnoxious, and they realize they're pissing people off. But in the case of, like, Isaac Butterfield reacting to vegans, he's giving those vegans more visibility as a result. You know what I mean? So, friends with Bad Bunny, she's awesome. Am I friends with Bad Bunny? I don't know, honestly. Like, we're we're mutuals on Twitter and Twitch, and we talk. But friends, I guess, arguably. It's hard to define. What do you define as a friend? Like, Jasmine had a good post. Ranting Trans had a good post on Twitter a little while back about how the people she considers friends are like a very close circle of maybe 20 people. And she knows many more than that, of course. She knows tons of people. Ranting Trans is fairly popular. And talks to a lot of people, interacts with a lot of people. But it's like, you know, how close do you have to be before you consider them a friend? And that's an area I'm exploring. Honestly, I'm still not 100%. So, like, Bad Bunny and I don't communicate regularly, right? We interact on Twitter occasionally, and I've been on her stream, and she's been in my chat and all that. We're at the very least, you know, friendly acquaintances, I would say. And she thinks I'm hot. So, you know, there's that. People who think I'm hot get at least an honorary level of friendship. Peter is the embodiment of the call is coming from inside the house. Yeah, there's that too. Who doesn't think I'm hot, to be honest? True. If you don't think I'm hot, what's wrong with you? Honestly, I feel like all the people who nitpick at certain facets of my appearance that actually don't exist are secretly ashamed of the fact that they really want to fuck me. Like, somebody pointed out my male pattern baldness, which I don't have. It's like, you clearly wish you could rail this pussy. Sorry, but you can't. What if I think you are cute and gay? Fair. Anyone with eyes is kind of your friend. There was one vid where Butterballs went over an article about how some men are killing themselves by only eating meat, and his position was good fuck veggies. Yeah. Yeah, he's that guy, and he's like, it's all jokes, it's just jokes, mate. So he's a dumbass. Anyway. It was more, for me it was more than just thinking you're hot, you were crushing on me for the longest time. I mean, people can crush on me too if they like. Stay thirsty. Not attracted to girls, but I'm absolutely stunning. Aww, thank you. What the what? This what? Bussy, I said bussy. Well, yeah, like, honestly, like, Isaac Butterfield is the epitome of one of those comedians who's like, I'm rude and that's funny. Stand-up comedians like that have only two defenses. It's just a joke. This is cancel culture. You can't say anything these days. I am being silenced. And they go on a book tour in the Joe Rogan podcast. Like, goodness me. Totally not crushing on me. Oh my god, how dare you not have a crush on me of all people. I can understand if some people would think I'm absolutely insufferable. Like, can't say anything, I'm being silenced. The Netflix special. Wait, has Isaac Butterfield got a Netflix special? I can't remember. I know he has got some stand-up specials, but I don't think he's ever had a Netflix special. Which would be just sad, honestly. That'd be sad. You have a crush on it. Oh yeah, I'm technically she/it pronouns, by the way. A lot of the time I go by it pronouns with the people I trust. But when I'm like around certain members of family or, you know, normies or whatever, I'm she. I can't set my pronouns in the little pronouns extension over in chat to she/it. But those are my actual pronouns. You know what was really gay? What was really gay? If hell froze over and we met at a con or something, can you hug me? I don't know when I'll ever be at a con, and if I am, it's probably going to be IMATS, but, you know. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. the only convention I'll probably be at is the International Makeup Artist Trade Show. You're she/it because I feel like she/it. Wave friendly and friendly and be scared to approach. PAX Australia is in Melbourne. It is. I might be tempted to go to that. We'll see how we go. The issue, of course, now is like we live in a COVID world. We live in a world infested by COVID, and conventions are nothing if not super spreader events. Holding hands. Oh my god. That is a gay sex act that you just posted in my chat. Holy shit, how dare you. I can't believe you said holding. I don't even want to repeat it. That might even be TOS. That might even be terms of service. Oh, excuse me. I'm still laughing at the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene got suspended. That's fucking hilarious. Reading sapphic poetry based. I'm just tweeting that now. I've just quote tweeted the New York Times. Breaking news! Marjorie Taylor Greene has been permanently suspended from Twitter. LOL based. She was spreading COVID misinformation, if I recall correctly, anti-vax stuff and all that. And she had numerous infractions in the past which had led to suspensions, and now she's been indefinitely suspended, so lol. I can read you sapphic poetry, rubbing one out to sapphic poetry. She is a cunt. She's like, honestly, you know, she is almost a parody of the way the right wing operates. Right? Every time I hear something out of Marjorie Taylor Greene's mouth or keys on the keyboard, I'm like, there's no fucking way. This is an Onion piece. Marjorie Taylor Greene is an Onion character. It's just like, she's not real. I refuse to believe she's real. She's the most extreme example of a right-winger. With not a right-winger necessarily. Like, yes, obviously right-winger, but a reactionary specifically. Like, she is specifically a reactionary. All she does is get pissy about culture war shit. That's her entire thing. You don't read sapphic poetry, you speak it, specifically between two very particularly. She's an SNL sketch made in reality. Yes, exactly. How do I follow American politics? I don't really follow it all that much. It's more that American politics is shoved in my face, but it's also effectively my favorite reality TV show. So, you know, what conservative isn't an Onion article at this point? Well, there was a piece on Reductress recently, which honestly, like Alex Jones, yeah. There was a Reductress article recently which just hit way too close to home. Let me see if I can find it. And it's just kind of the same kind of thing. I guess it's an example of good satire, but good satire is now like just repeating what's actually happening in reality. And that's let me see. Where is it? Reductress. I want to see, like, there was a specific trans post. Oh yeah, this one. Here we go. Trans woman would actually rather be safe than brave. And it's like, yeah. Reductress, by the way, is a satire website that focuses specifically on feminist stuff. And yeah, just the headline alone. Honestly. And that's just how good satire is at this point. You look at it and you're like, do we even need the Onion anymore? Wasn't Green also the one with the scheme of denying voting rights to people coming from blue states? Yes, she is. That's literally what they want. She's just out and out with it. She's complete and utter fash. Posey Parker's literally called for armed men to go into women's bathrooms. Yes, exactly. Posey Parker is absolutely insane, honestly. In an uninspiring story out of Chicago, 28-year-old Shelley Dykman would rather actually be safe than lauded as brave for simply existing as a trans woman. Raw, thank you for the head pats, by the way. Cis people really like to call me brave, which I know they think is a compliment, but it's actually pretty weird, Shelley says, especially because I'm not brave at all. People who know me find it endearing, actually. When I walk home from the train at night or need to use the bathroom in public or have to use an ID with my dead name on it, or a million other tiny situations that a cis person would never even have to think about but could derail my entire day and possibly endanger me, what I actually feel is scared, Shelley adds, and my ideal situation is to be sort of not scared or imperiled, the opposite even. How was Melbourne? It was mostly good when we actually got to go somewhere, but unfortunately, you know, we were sort of stuck in quarantine for most of it. Literally just existing, yes. While Shelley's identity has been weaponized, fetishized, degraded, celebrated, discussed, commodified, ridiculed, dissected, and debated in every corner of American public life, the unwanted and unwieldy mass of people calling her brave has done little to improve her life. Yes, life is hard for trans people, and especially for trans femmes of color and trans sex workers, and for those who don't have access to or desire for the type of transition our culture values, Shelley says. But I don't really want to rattle off heartbreaking statistics that everyone already knows, and about which nothing ever changes because I'm making myself some tea right now. Calling trans people brave for enduring the hostile society cis people created and upkeep is, Shelley estimates, 1 degree less helpful than just getting out of the way. Running into a burning building to save a puppy is brave because you choose to do that, Shelley adds. I love being trans and I love trans people, but I don't choose to battle any of the obstacles in my life, I just have to. And actually, I'd really rather fucking not. Believable. Brave, this woman goes online. Fucking hell. And that stings, because it's so true, though. I'm fortunate enough that I have my ID sorted out, so, like, I almost never have to show my dead name to anyone. Almost. I think, like, my Medicare card still has my dead name on it. Say We Do Need the Youngin because it's a rare comedy that's actually on point, consistently on point, yeah. That's how gay men were. A ton of gays would rather be safe than brave because you could get arrested, ostracized, deemed as someone with a disease. That's why so many LGBTs come out so late or never at all. Yeah, exactly. Green called for Democrats specifically to be denied voting rights, which does not shock me at all. Could you imagine never coming out, Abby, because of where society was at? Yes, absolutely. It's the reason I didn't come out when I was 16. You know, I knew when I was 16. Maybe even earlier, 15, 14, I don't know. I was a child, and I was like, I am a girl, right? And when I was as young as like 10, I remember being terrified, 10, 12-ish, of the fact that I was going to grow body hair and a beard and chest hair and all that. I was fucking terrified of that. I knew I was a girl since I was a lot younger, and I knew that society viewed people like me as freaks and monsters and mutants and shit like that. You know, yeah, you have to get on updating ID this week. The only ID you need to update is your proof of age and your COVID vaccine certificate. I need to update my COVID vaccine certificate. You hear from the Laura Blake host. How are you, Fight? Welcome, man. Everybody wants to be treated normal. I'd love that. Yeah, I love that. And like supportive people are fine. I like supportive people, but the unfortunate reality of the situation is we do still live in a society where our very existence is demonized, you know, and there's little we can actually do to help that. Because we are, at the end of the day, a very small minority group, and people are either not aware of us. I think there's a significant portion of society that's just not aware of trans people, despite our current visibility, or a significant portion of society is aware of us and they are annoyed at our very existence. They do not want us to exist. We are a burden because they have to consider us, right? And then you've got our allies, right? Which are generally well-meaning, very good people, but still, yeah, the shit like being called brave or whatever, I'm just like, just let me live. Just let me be normal, honestly. And I've got friends who are very good at that, but still, I'd like... Yeah, visibility right now, as it stands right now, especially in the last few years, is really high for trans people. And that's actually worrying because it's increasing hostile discourse towards us. Something we didn't ask for. You know, we just want to be treated with basic human decency and be given, you know, trans rights. Trans rights are human rights after all. And that includes things like our healthcare and things that just the right to transition without being demonized and scrutinized and sterilized and all of these other things. You know. Anyway. So yeah, right now, I like supportive people, but I'd much rather that I didn't need supporting for being trans, yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you know, I have other issues. Support me for those instead. Some would expect the UK or the US to do a transgender. I honestly am scared that that might happen. You know. But also those who rather be safe than brave are just as valid and still part of the LGBT, even if they aren't loud and proud. I mean, who was it that came out? Epolite, I think, was actually stealth for like 10 years. And only in the wake of the trans movement, well, not movement. We're not a movement. Like, we're not a political movement, right? Yeah, support us with money instead of your kind words. Oh, you're so brave. Throw money at me then, bitch. I'm trying to survive here. I'm broke. I'm trying to move to another state so I've got more opportunities. And even then, I don't see that ending terribly well. Pay me! If you like your favorite trans girl entertainer on the internet, hit that fucking sub button now. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Epo who told me that they were stealth for a good long while. And then when the trans discourse started kicking off, and yeah, it's like suddenly everybody needs to weigh in. It's a thing lately. You're right. Yes, since I've been transitioning and beforehand, trans people have been visible. And it's not a good thing, you know? Trans people are front and center of a discourse we didn't ask for, and we are seldom considered in. And those few whose voices are given the platform, who are trans, those few people who are transgender and are given the opportunity to speak on trans issues, often align with conservative viewpoints. So, you know, I dare say a significant portion of trans people don't agree with those like Blair White and Caitlyn Jenner, but those are the voices that keep getting dredged up. There's another one as well that I can't think of at the moment, a UK woman. And that's kind of a major problem, right? And that's the way the narrative is controlled. Only the right voices are allowed to speak. And everyone else who's got very legitimate concerns will be dismissed. Debbie Hayton, that's the one. Debbie Hate Speech. Say that I do give a powerful trans voice on Twitch. I would hope so, yeah. I want to be a powerful trans voice. No, you got a name right. It's Debbie Hayton, yeah. There's another one as well on top of that. Another conservative trans person. There's also people like Buck Angel, but specifically there is another trans woman, I think, in the US who is a notable... Who contributes to the conservative side of the discussion, but then the leftist side of the discussion is not considered. It's not even really about, like, the politics of the scenario, but, you know, if I say a conservative trans person, you get a general idea of what kind of attitude they have. Hello, pragmatic leftist. How you going? I would hope that I can be a powerful trans voice on Twitch, but, you know, I'm still not up there with the other trans people on Twitch who've got hundreds of viewers and have a significantly higher platform. Like, I'd like to speak on this stuff at a much more elevated capacity to more people to, you know, to talk about this sort of stuff. I will try to find some trans-related news for tomorrow that we can actually go over. We'll try to find some resources to talk about because, you know, trying to talk about these things is good, actually. I'm somewhere in the social media discussion, a spokeswoman who has a platform and does use her spot to rise things up, yes. I am very loud and obnoxious and snarky. That's the main thing. And this top is a pain in the ass because the straps don't stay on. Those people also have teams though, yeah, generally. I mean, I'm on a Twitch team, but I'm not a Twitch partner, so I can't make my own team. Not that it makes a difference. Glances are just, oh well, but it would be best if everyone tried to be a little less weird. It would be nice, wouldn't it? You know. It would be very nice. It would be lovely, actually, to just do things without worrying, am I going to get accosted if I go into the women's restroom to piss? Like, I'm sorry you don't have the capacity to stand up to piss like I do, but I'm still just as much of a woman as you are. My ass is hurting from that top. Team Stabby. Should we call it the Saints? Saint Abigail. Alright, I'm out of water. I have finished my water. Also, I think I need to wash this. It's got a taste. They can gather different articles and sort of get a general flow of how things will be discussed and utilized, but one day I will. I hope so. I hope so. One day I would like to be able to, you know... I'd like to have the platform to talk about the important things. Where am I that I want to move? I'm in New South Wales. I hate it here. It's fucking trash. It's genuinely fucking trash here. I can't stand it. At all. Riverboat Jack is doing a subathon. I should do a subathon. Should I do a subathon? At some point? I don't know how people do subathons, but, you know. We're going to raid Riverboat Jack, who is currently streaming The Twitch Peepos Court Subathon. Anyways. Good morning, Code Man. Sorry we're leaving. I should do a subathon, but I don't know when we could do it, and I don't know how we could do it. How do people generally do subathons? What do people generally do to... Like, I know it's like, if people sub, you stream longer, but like, how am I weighing that up? Have a good day or night. We will try. Thank you, Code Man. Sorry that we're like immediately leaving the moment you show up. Goals, incentives. I need to figure out what those would be, though. Because, you know, hitting some big sub goals would be based as hell. But anyway. Yeah, we could discuss on... We could discuss on Discord. And, by the way, if you have not already, check out all of my socials there. I am trying to upload to TikTok semi-regularly lately. As well as Instagram, sort of. Jump in the Discord there if you have not already. Because, you know... Tier 1 sub is plus 5 minutes, bits at time. Yeah, that's a good idea. And honestly, like, I do want to do something about, like, direct tips, because I do want to have some funding to go to Melbourne, if I can manage it. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'll stop begging for money. Be kind to yourselves and each other. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow when I'm looking at you.